Sure. Hey, reach over and hit mute on Art.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rector Field for this evening's 6A West matchup between the Van Buren Pointers and the Pulaski Academy Bruins. At this time, we ask that you please rise as tonight's invocation will be delivered by PA Senior and Vice President of Student Council and the senior class, Miss Caroline Scarlock.
Father, we thank you for this beautiful evening and for this opportunity for our two schools to come together as one community. We ask that you will be with each and every one of us this evening, but especially with the young athletes that will compete tonight. We ask that you keep them safe from injury and allow them to compete with a true spirit of sportsmanship, honor, and integrity. We pray that as we all leave here tonight that our actions and our words have been acceptable in your sight. Amen.
We now direct your attention to the American flag located at the west end of the field. Please remain standing as PA Class of 2022 alum, Ms. Kara Kelly, honors our country with the singing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hatcher. Excuse me, let me get this right. It's Rector Field at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. I'm Joshua Carroll. Tonight, I'm joined by Blake Amsler and former Bruin, former Boilermaker, and former NFL star.
Okay,
Jason
let's not go too
King.
far there.
Jason King joining us tonight. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, as always, for having me. Love coming back home to Pulaski Academy. Feels like I never left, and it feels like it was just yesterday. So,
Right.
Beautiful night for football. I'm just ready to get going, watch some ball.
doubt.
Other
It's gonna
than the
be
fact that you told us that you were Kara Kelly's big brother, big sister when
Yes.
she was in like second grade or something.
That's exactly. I
But-
think you do that with like
Yeah.
kindergartners or
Yeah.
first graders
Right.
or something. So I was her senior older brother, and it just let me know
We'll let the
how old I
crowd.
am.
We'll let the crowd do all the math
Yeah,
there.
you
On
do the
That's
math.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, that just tells you that he actually is old because why? Math.
Hey, 30 next month.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I can officially
That's-
say old.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's how that works. I'm not even going to comment on that.
Christina, if you would reach over and hit the mane and just bring it down just a hair on the mane. I think we're peeking out a little too hard. We're getting excited in here. Well, we've got about 10 minutes before the game, and we've got folks that are already giving me a hard time, so our headsets just went down a little bit, too. So if you can adjust those back up on the headset side. Sorry, folks. Some behind the scenes here tonight.
Hey, we got to get it right.
Right?
We got some pregame time left. We got 10 minutes left.
We do. One thing that we don't have pregame is a sponsor, so if anybody wants to sponsor the pregame show, then feel free to do so. Now, here comes the Bruin cheer team. They're going to come out and dance for us, so what you'll notice on the screen and on the audio, we're going to have muted audio here just for this portion on the crowd mic, just because we can't. Oh, yeah, we'll carry the cheer. All right, and I think this leads into their dance. Yeah. So this is the part that'll be muted, so we can go ahead and just talk. As you know, that we'll have to mute the audio there, just because we don't have the rights to air this music. Oh, we're hearing it, I think, just because it's muted in our heads. It's fine. You've got it muted. Anyway. Looking forward to this game. Last week, I think, as we said after the game last week, we've seen improvements out of the Bruins the last 3 or 4 weeks now, just getting better and better. One of my big takeaways was the way that the wide receivers have really kind of stepped up their game. They're getting to some of those passes that they were dropping earlier in the season. And then one of the biggest improvements in my mind is that offensive line.
Yeah.
Giving Cobb enough time to actually make those decisions. And last week, he had enough time to write a dissertation.
Right, they played really well last week.
They sure did.
Yeah, and I think the defense has been consistent. That's kind of been the consistency that we've had all year, is the defense has been solid game after game and continued to fight and give our offense a chance to kind of warm up throughout the year. But I think, like you said, it's been kind of a crescendo of continuing to get better and better. Again, we talked about last week a little bit of the running back room kind of coming of their own and everybody kind of finding that play type that they work best with. And we saw the emergence of Chance McKendra and Nate Thomas getting more carries here. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So, again, the defense has been consistent. We got to keep that going against a sharp pointer squad who we were talking about just before we got on the air of some of the bigger wins they've had. They beat Lake Hamilton by 21 points a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And to me, I mean, Lake Hamilton has been a semifinalist team. I think they may be a little bit down this year, but, gosh, that's still, for a young team like this, is a good notch in the belt to take away.
No doubt.
Yeah, and their coach I know he's coming into what I believe is his second year with this program, and I know where Van Buren maybe historically has not been, a powerhouse of Arkansas football. It does you can see that they've made improvements over the last couple of years, and watching them now, I like to go down and watch teams the way that they warm up. The uniformity, you can tell the focus, and usually I always look down at the PA sideline, and it is, it is clean, it is crisp. They know what they're doing. Van Buren looks like they came out ready to play tonight, and I mean credit to the coach, because it looks like he's really starting to get this program warmed up.
Speaking of warm-ups, I've got to mention something that I saw when they first came out on the field tonight. A lot of times when you're a visiting team, one of the things that I've noticed is that you'll see the team just kind of mill around. They walk around. They get comfortable. I'm assuming they're trying to make it their own, feel comfortable in the space. Here's what I noticed of them. One, they weren't in uniforms yet. They were just in their clothes. Just standing around. But they brought out tennis balls, and they were all throwing tennis balls back and forth to each other. What might you think of that?
Well, considering me as a player and a coach, we never had the walkthrough pregame.
Yep.
I'm going to back out of that question. I don't know if you had, Jason, any experience at Purdue with kind of a walking the field as you get to the stadium for the first time?
It's funny because here I think about Coach Kevin Kelly, and it's like he's pushing us off the bus with 10 seconds
right,
left.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to.
I mean, we didn't
have time for tennis balls.
That's right. We went to the state championship game in 2011, and we got to the stadium a little bit too early, and he had the bus driver continue to drive us around so we could get there late.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he wanted no time to think. But you say tennis balls. I look back at my career with New England Patriots, and one thing in all walkthroughs, there's never a football being thrown.
Right.
So when you think about Tom Brady and all the walkthroughs, everything is done with a tennis ball, or it was actually a racquetball. Or lacrosse, something like that. So I actually have nothing to do with it. I never wanted the ball in a football game. I never want to touch it, be near it. I don't know much about that, but I have noticed that I've seen plenty of teams utilize that.
Well,
maybe hand-eye coordination, lock
Don't
in.
get out of it. Yeah, I saw you playing a couple snaps of center back in your Patriot days.
It's not because I wanted to. It's just
trying to find a way out there.
That's right.
I feel that.
The more you can do, the more you can do.
Yeah, I do see. Receivers coaches a lot of times will incorporate a tennis ball, throwing it back and forth. I think they call it a lobster machine, where they'll lob the ball, tennis balls at receivers. And so, it's kind of like the old dodgeball quote. It's if you can catch a tennis ball, you should be able to catch a football.
You can catch a wrench. You can catch a ball.
Yeah, if you can catch a ball that's 2 inches in diameter, a football is huge. You should be able to get both hands
folks,
on it.
you heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. Coach Blake Amsler is now behind the idea of the Bruins warming up by throwing wrenches.
Yes, I'm totally with that. That would add some spice to our pregame, no doubt.
That's right. And it looks like we're still running a similar pregame routine to, even back 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So, hey, if it works,
don't fix it.
Yep, exactly.
Well, let's take a look at the weather tonight. Of course, that's, it's getting cooler and cooler. Right now, I'm looking at the watch. It says 68. Everybody around Central Arkansas wants to know, where is Todd Jacobian? Well, I can tell you where he is. He is officially, I can tell you, he is the chief meteorologist of PA Live. That's
yes.
right. So,
take it.
Todd, let's go to the West Little Rock Weather Center, where he's standing by to give us tonight's game time forecast. Todd? Well, hang on. I just lost him for a second there. And, of course, I did. That's fun. Hang on just a second.
Transmission issues.
Yeah, I just lost the connection to the tie line directly to him. So we'll get him back up. Looks like the Bruins and the Pointers. I had to think about that.
Yeah,
for
it's a different
That's
name.
a fun one. All right, I think we've got him ready now. So let's go to the West Little Rock Weather Center, where Todd Jacobian's standing by. Todd?
This is meteorologist Todd Jacobian. We have a great night of high school football. It will be mostly cloudy, but temperatures will be very, very nice. 7 o'clock temperature around 70 degrees. 8 o'clock temperature about 67 degrees, and then 64 degrees by 9 p.m. So we're looking at cooling temperatures, and if you're cold-natured, you may need a light jacket. So that fall weather is definitely here, and hope you have a great Friday night. Back to you, Josh.
Thank you very much, sir. Always glad to have you along with us. So What a fun night. This is the perfect temperature for me.
Oh, yeah, I like
Perfect.
You don't necessarily need a big heavy coat where you're going to sweat to death in it, but you just a little light jacket, and, it's perfect football weather.
That's right. I mean, hey, look, I played plenty of games in 10 degrees, I played plenty of games in 100 degrees. This is, if you can draw it up just how you want it, it's right here. You'll be cool, but, you get a sweat going fast. Everybody should be flying around, and we can't forget to mention how we're donning the pink jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
For October. I work in a profession now where I work very closely with, breast cancer patients and in the oncology space, and seeing our guys come out in the pink during October when mammography is close to my heart, I love it. So
awesome.
It's great to see.
Well, and it's got a tight history with PA, especially with the history there. They've been doing this for years now, and I love it every time. Every once in a while, you'll see the officials come out in pink socks or have a pink armband or something. I haven't seen that in a little while.
Pink flags. I've seen pink flags get thrown before, so we'll
Yeah.
see if they come along with the tradition.
Well, there come the Pointers taking the field tonight. See them. A very small crowd made it from Van Buren down to Central Arkansas for tonight's game, but it is a little haul for them.
And I think what we expect tonight from Van Buren, watching a little bit of film, but talking with some of the coaches in pregame, I think we expect it should be an exciting ball game. I mean, I think both sides, obviously we know Pulaski Academy does, but I think on the Van Buren side, we're going to see them really spread it out and start to throw the ball around quite a bit. So it should be fun. It should be a fun ball game to watch on both sides.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. And again, I think we've seen kind of the theme that most of these teams that have been attacking PA with this year is that on the defensive side, they're going to usually rush 3, drop 8, try to play as slow as possible, make PA have that 15-plus play drive to score and take a lot of time up. And then when they come on offense, they're also trying to, drain the time as much as possible and just make it a really slow game overall. So I would expect to see something similar from the Pointers tonight. But hey, again, it's another Friday night. You never know what they're going to bring out.
Yeah, looking at their season so far, I mean, they've got some big wins so far. I mean, they beat Lake Hamilton by 21 points. I mean, you can see where the growth in their program is coming. And, sometimes they have some other games that were pretty close, but sometimes, it also, when you're a young program, you have to learn how to win.
Yeah.
Everybody can go out and play a good football team, or play a good football game from start to finish, but towards the end of a ball game, I mean, if you're not used to winning, there is growing pains whenever you're, starting out kind of a new program or starting fresh with, and you look at Pulaski Academy this year. Well, obviously new at a lot of positions,
right.
rolling over from last year. And that's a whole, we're hitting our stride as the season goes. We're going to get better week by week, but this is a team where I think they know how to win. So once all the pieces start to, come together and everybody gets comfortable in their role on this team, because it's not multi-year starters coming back at all these key positions. It's new guys. So we got to give them some grace as the season gets going. And now let's allow them to do their thing as we enter the final stretch of the season and, of course, into the playoffs.
No doubt. Well, Derek Kelly here set to kick off. It's a little pooch kick, and it is quickly downed. Let's see who that is. Number 7, Andrew Pfizer with the good hands out there. And, man, I'm really liking these black with the shiny green helmets from Van Buren. Those are
That
neat.
is cool. The chrome dome.
I'm going to take
Yeah.
you back just a little bit. Have you seen Good Morning Vietnam?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, there's a line in there that I just love. The home of the shiny green suit. That's kind of what I remind.
They do. They have got the shiny greens out there.
Hong Kong, home of the shiny green helmet.
And I don't know how many helmets and uniform combinations we have over here at PA
Oh, gosh,
nowadays.
yeah.
I mean, we had 2 when I was here, but it seems like every time I come to a game, it's a different jersey.
Yeah, it's definitely become a thing.
Well, to start it off, Pfizer had twins stacked on either side of the formation. Quick handoff to the tailback. He's going to take a hit as he's running out of bounds at around the 50-yard line. Took out a buddy, and then some. That's Chase McKendra with the carry.
Yeah, and a nice job there from Evan Goodwin at left tackle, setting the edge nicely and making it a real easy play to get outside.
There's the snap. Rolling out to the right side is Cobb. He's under pressure, and he's going to take a tackle for loss by about a yard or two. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
I'm excited to watch the line play matchup. Of course, I'm a little biased, but it looks like we've got some pretty big guys on the other side of the ball playing against the Bruins tonight.
Yeah, you see big 99 there. Alex Wellborn in for Van Buren at nose guard. That's a big old boy.
He's taking up a little space.
He's going to go deep, going to the left side of the field. It is caught and run it out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. That's Andrew Pfizer with the reception. That is another Hounds Lounge first down.
And a beautiful pocket there from the line. Plenty of time for Cobb to sit back there, analyze it, and find him on the out route.
Cobb now has 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, with a man in the backfield. Quick handoff this time. He makes his way to the left side of the formation. He's across the 15 and is brought down just shy of the 10.
Look, you talk about the size. We go back and we talk about the size of Van Buren. Well, while that might be great, when you play a team like Pulaski Academy who is hurrying up, getting on the ball, it can wear you down quick.
Right.
These drives can wear you down on defense.
Yeah, that size can come back to bite you if the pace keeps going.
2 receivers left and right. He has the ball, and he's going to throw it away before another tackle. He was under heavy pressure there. Looks like that was number 21, Colton Sims.
Yeah, they were trying to set up a little underneath shovel pass, but they had it covered up nicely by the Van Buren defense. So we talked about it last week and in the last couple of weeks as the pace of play has continued to increase from PA. So they're right back to the line.
There's the snap, looking to find a receiver. He has one. That was Alex Zeldin. Caught it around the 10-yard line. That'll bring up.
And you see already, Van Buren's bringing pressure. They're bringing some pressure up the middle, so we'll see how our guys up front are able to, counteract that.
It's 3rd down, 8 yards to go. 2 receivers stacked on the left and the right. 1 man in the tailback slot. There's the snap. Quick handoff. Goes to the left side of the formation. Cuts up around on the 10, the 5, and I'm not sure. No, just shy. Looks like he
flag was back as well.
We do have a PI roofing penalty flag at about the 13-yard line.
I was going to say, were we setting up for a tush push?
Right.
It's all the talk in football right now.
Exactly.
I don't know if we've got it in the playbook yet, but
we haven't seen it on this field yet, but wouldn't be surprised if Coach Thrash threw that one in there.
That's right.
Well, after that penalty is assessed on the Bruins, we bring it back and they place the ball. Looks like at about the 22-yard line, 21-yard line. It'll be 3rd and a long way to go for the Bruins. 2 receivers on the left side, 2 on the right. He has a running back on his right side, Cobb in the shotgun. There's the snap. Little play action. He sees a hole. Yes, he's going to – oh, he decided to run for it, but probably just a little bit too late to make any action.
Yeah, it's the guys up front for the Bruins still. I mean, it looked like they protected pretty well. You didn't see any breakdowns, but, kind of a coverage sack there. I just don't think our quarterback could really find what he wanted. I don't think he saw anything open downfield.
Yeah, no free rushers there up front, but again, a good coverage on the back end from the Pioneers, and brings up a long 4th down here. The Bruins have to get down to the 3-yard line or score a touchdown.
It's a Homer's Kitchen Table 4th down conversion attempt. He has the snap, looking downfield, throwing it deep into the left corner. Oh, and it's just over Andrew Pfizer's head. Incomplete.
It's no surprise we go for it on 4th down.
Right.
I think everybody watching this broadcast has probably seen that before.
No doubt.
Don't get them all.
And he had a good little look out there. Andrew was open, got past his defender, but the ball just kind of sailed out of bounds and didn't really give him a shot.
So we're going to see our Bruins defense for the first time tonight and the Pointers offense.
How about this? Coming out in quads, the Pointers are. That's a formation PA doesn't get to see a lot of.
Yeah.
Spread it out.
Oh, they changed it up there at the last second. Ended up being a handoff directly to Cameron Keller. He met the rest of the formation back at the line of scrimmage and pushed forward for another 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough to run up the middle on this Bruins defense. We've got some stout players there in the middle to hold it down. Tough guys to move.
Yeah, no doubt. That front 3, River Angel, Peyton Adams, and JT Phelan have just been huge so far this year.
Has the snap. Quick pass. That's complete to Elijah Johnson. Gets up across the 30-yard line. That'll be 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That was number 30 with the stop, Jake Fuller.
Talking to Coach Jones, but before the game about some of the D linemen up front, one of the things he had to say was the way they've learned how to kind of drop a knee and avoid any sort of double teams, not let any movement. I think we're going to see that a little bit tonight.
with an empty set, 2 receivers left, 3 to the right.
Oh.
Quick pass goes out there to another favored receiver already, Elijah Johnson, but he dropped it as soon as he touched it. Here's another Homer's Kitchen Table 4th down. Want to make sure to say thank you to Homer's Kitchen Table just down the street from Pulaski Academy for providing all of the food tonight up in the press box for all of us and the officials as well. So it was delicious. Had some huge chicken sandwiches. Absolutely
and the
huge.
real Homer's fans eat it twice in one day.
That's right. That's what we did. That's right. We were over there for lunch today, and I had spaghetti. What'd you have?
Salad. I went easy on the lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, look, I've had the salmon salads over there, but I'll say, I mean, you guys already told on me for eating that monster chicken sandwich. I probably would have gone home and said, like, oh, I had some grilled chicken breast and broccoli. But
right.
see,
No,
cat's
it's out
of the
there
bag.
now.
Yeah, everybody knows.
I didn't say it was a fried chicken sandwich.
Oh,
you could have at least
yes.
said it was grilled
those
or baked
things
or
were those
something.
things were serious.
They
I
were
couldn't
really
turn
good.
it down. I
I
said I
thought-
wasn't going to, and then I looked at it and I folded immediately.
It was so big. I thought I was going to eat half of it before the game and another half at halftime, but once I got started, it was too good. All right. Triplets on the left side of the formation, a single receiver on the right, one man in the backfield on his left side, Cobb in the shotgun. There's the snap. Little play action there.
Good
now
time.
he's going to pass it deep, and
Oh.
yes, he does find Walden Culpepper, and that's a Bruin touchdown.
Wow, what a catch.
Unbelievable
Fingertips
throwing
extended.
catch.
Yeah.
Unbelievable throwing catch. I mean, across all leagues, you don't see it drawn up better than that. I mean, the fake was perfect.
Yeah.
Defense bit on the fake a little bit. Good protection up front.
I want to say real quick, Zoe Who, you are killing it over there. I don't know if she can hear me or not. I don't think she can. She's killing
She's
it on
focused
that
over
camera.
there.
She's focused.
Dude, she's
dialed
locked in over there.
All right, one receiver on the left, 2 to the right. Little bit of
Nice.
pressure, but he's going to pick up that 2-point conversion with a pass to Andrew Pfizer. The Bruins 8-0 with 8:45 left in the first quarter.
And it was subtle, but Jason mentioned it earlier. Just kind of a subtle play action, not really even that much of a threat,
Right.
but just that action right in front of the linebacker's faces kind of slows them down and then puts them on the defensive running after our receivers. So great job by the offense overall, that quick drive.
And as a Bruins fan, I mean, this is what you want to see. You want to see growth. You want to see, a lot of times the relationships grow between quarterbacks and receivers that are kind of in new positions and stuff. So everything will continue to get better. You don't just throw guys out there at different positions, then everybody's a good player, so it works. We see this all the time in the NFL with trades and things like that. Sometimes there's not chemistry. We're going to see this group of Bruins that hit their stride at the right time this season, start to work together, get to know each other. Up front as an offensive line, that's such a big thing. You can't just throw 5 good offensive linemen out there. Those guys have to learn how each other communicate. They have to learn how to pass certain things off, different twists, different stunts. So we're just going to see them continue to grow as the season goes. And that throw and catch is a perfect example of everybody being on the right page. The chemistry just looked like it was there.
A little trickery from the kickers there.
A little back and forth.
I think they may have actually the first
There
kicker
is a
that faked
flag.
might have been across the line, I think.
You could say the pointer sniffed that one out, though.
All right, let's go down to our sideline. We've got Bradley Field on the sideline tonight. Bradley, go ahead.
Hi, guys. How are you?
All right, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Just enjoying the game here from the field level. You could say the pointer sniffed out that last play.
That's good.
Accurately. So, yeah, vibes down here are good. That catch was right in front of me for the touchdown. You could kind of tell that's what they were trying to do during the first series. Just couldn't connect, overshooting, but put one right in the breadbasket. Little Willie Mays action over here on the near sideline for the touchdown. So
Of course, you had to bring a baseball reference into it.
we're going to count how many sports we mentioned tonight.
Okay.
All right.
I defy you to find some way to include hockey in this.
Oh, don't test me.
I know he will. He's a huge hockey fan.
I mean, don't force it. But.
Out of an empty set, he's attempting a pass there. It's incomplete. That was intended for, again, his Elijah Johnson. That's one of his favored receivers already tonight.
Yeah, and he looks like a good-looking kid there. It's number 7, Elijah Johnson, 6'2", 175, kind of that tight end body.
Yeah, he does, and I believe Zero on there too. Cooley, I think we expect to get him involved. I haven't seen him yet out here, but I heard some good things from the coaching staff about him pregame.
Bryce Perkins now with an empty set, 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Ooh.
Quickly, I think that was a busted route there. It looks like he was intended for Phillip Steele. but it flew right behind him. And then Elijah Johnson kind of turned around and thought, well, was that supposed to be to me? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he was expecting him to be a little more open than he was, and Miles Ward actually kind of dropped into that linebacker, that
Who
curl
was that
zone.
again?
Oh, it was Miles Ward.
Miles.
And just got in the throwing lane there. So.
Already third down,
10
to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He has the snap. Going to pass.
Oh!
And it's intercepted by the Bruins.
Go, baby.
That's John Stephen Goodwin.
Oh!
John
Tripped up.
Stephen.
Where was the high step?
John
Wow.
Stephen Goodwin. You love to see it. That was one of my closest friends' little brothers when I was here. I got tagged in a picture by his parents the other day where I was a senior and I was holding him in my arms after one of my games on this football field.
And now he's intercepting passes.
I love it.
Did you see his game-winning field goal earlier in the year?
That's
awesome.
just crazy.
So awesome.
Shout out to Miles Ward on that play, too. He was right in the quarterback's face.
Yeah, I saw that immediate pressure from Miles Ward and made him throw it early and gave John Stevens some time to get under it. So Bruins take over, on the 24-yard line. So really good starting field position. Plenty of time for Cobb. Looking again for Pfizer. Did he catch it? He did.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass again. Another perfectly weighted ball. It's very similar to the other ones. Right in the breadbasket.
You're seeing QB1 get comfortable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that O-line did, again, solid job up front. Plenty of time to scan, be calm back there, and laid up a perfect ball. So 2-by-2 set here. Andrew coming in motion across. Again, a little play action. Looking back against it. Who was that in the corner? Was that William? I think that was William Sabota on the 2-point conversion, which is good.
And it's just so tough to play defense against the Bruins. I mean, you just have no idea where they're going with it. The offense, the playbook, when they open it up, there's just all types of different things that they're throwing at defenses. And that's a tough team to scheme and try to match up with.
Yeah, and especially like there, I mean, you take that. We had the motion that came across that pulled his man defender across. You leave one-on-one on the backside, and you've got William running a whip read, which is just so tough to cover in man coverage like that with all that space to work.
And it means a lot to these guys. I mean, we know that, most high schools and stuff around the country, they watch some film and stuff. But, being a football player at Pulaski Academy, it really means something. And you grow up watching the older guys, and finally when you get your chance, it's like you're already bought in, but then you dig in that much deeper, through all the summer workouts and watching the tape. And you can tell it means something to these guys. And then whenever they come out here, that's why it's so great to see them put it all together.
Here comes the kickoff off the foot of Landon O'Donnell. Oh, it never took the jump they were looking for right there.
Bobbled a little bit at the end, but he ended up getting on it.
Yep, Elijah Johnson jumped right on it. 8 minutes, 22 seconds. Folks, if this is the first time you're joining us on PA Live, well, thank you and welcome. Just want to note that you might notice that we do announce each play a little bit more in detail than you might normally hear on a televised broadcast, and that's simply because we have a lot of fans that are blind or visually impaired, and we want them to keep up with the team as well. For a second there, I thought they were changing out the quarterback, but no, that is still Bryce Perkins behind center. Quick handoff, that time to Cameron Keller. He's met at the line of scrimmage, picked up 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8.
And that was kind of going back to what Jason was talking about earlier. Peyton Adams there in the middle at nose tackle, just kind of going down to his knees, clogging that up, and letting Caden Nash and Jake Fuller clean it up.
It's good to see Bryce Perkins come back in the game. I know the hit that he took on the interception, I mean, he had to get rid of that ball quick. So I know he took a big hit, and it's nice to see him shake it off.
Perkins now with an empty set. 2 receivers on the right, 3 to the left. Quick pass this time to Elijah Johnson. Makes his way up to the 41-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 yard to go for the Pointers.
Yeah, honestly, that's a good offensive scheme they've got going right there. They're kind of spreading everybody out, finding what little quick slant route that looks the best to them, and they're getting the ball out quick and getting it into their best players' hands.
7 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bruins lead 16-0. Now they hurry up.
You called it.
Did I call it?
Uh-oh. Here it comes. The tush push.
Oh, the tush push.
Hey, now, I don't know if he got that, though.
Oh.
Nope, the sideline judge says no.
Yeah, I think they're going to say 4th.
Coming to a football field near you, everywhere.
Right? It'll be
It's
4th and 1.
Hey, and they kind of got some Eagles vibes going on here with the black,
That's
white,
right.
and green.
You know what? Yeah, that's what it reminds
And
me
again,
of.
Uh-oh, Jalen Hurts under center. Ooh, it's tight.
I think this time they got it.
Oh,
If the spot is correct.
that's close. I think it is going to be right on the line.
Let's see.
They're going to give it to him. Yep.
Yes. That is a first down for the Pointers.
That's honestly the first time I've seen that play in high school. That's funny. I mean,
Well,
I'm not surprised.
well,
but just
they
like,
got enough size. You know, those are the big guys that we talked about before the game. I mean, you look down on the field. You know, they've got quite a few linemen that are big boys out there.
Yeah, and brought some defensive linemen in there as well
Did
to help
you know
along.
that that's the only play in football that works 92% of the time?
Right. Yeah. Oh.
That comes from Jake McGill. Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
That catch was by Weston Wilcox, a sophomore receiver, and a nice turn to get the first down.
Yeah, at times I do think the Eagles could potentially line up and run that the entire way down the field.
Wouldn't be the greatest TV to watch, but I mean,
right.
yeah, again, it could be successful.
Oh, they were able to call the Bruins offsides there. That incurs a PI roofing penalty flag.
We've had a pretty clean game so far tonight, so only a couple of flags. I believe the last time I was up in the booth, we might have broken a state record
No kidding.
for flags.
Yeah. We had a game like that, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
I
just
think?
1 or 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
we had all kinds of holding calls
Oh, it
at
was
every other
crazy.
play.
The MRA game was like that too.
Yeah, the Madison Ridgeland Academy, the very first game of the season. That's right. There's the snap. Quick handoff, this time to Cameron Keller.
Oh.
Goes nowhere, and he loses a helmet in the play.
Nice job by River Angel there at his defensive end spot, closing it down, getting underneath the runner, and bringing him down. Looks like he really lost a yard or two from that.
Yep, second down, 6 yards to go, 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Now working from an empty set, 2 receivers on the left, 3 to the right. There's the snap. Looking under pressure, and he's going to go down. That's another tackle for loss by the Bruins.
Nice job there by J.T. Phelan and River Angel. Both defensive ends coming around and getting them down.
And that was a great move. You know, I did happen to be keyed in on him before the play started, and he really gave him a nice push. You know, the end came off, nice push and rip underneath, really collapsed the pocket right away.
Yeah, and that was kind of what Coach Jones was talking about pregame, is just kind of improving on their technique and getting better at that throughout the year.
There's the snap, rolling out, looking to the right side, passes out there, and it's incomplete. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Yeah, he kind of threw that in the middle of 2 or 3 different receivers. I'm not really sure who he was looking at there, but hey, it'll bring up a long 4th down here after the 2 sacks.
So now everybody all of our defensive linemen can kind of go in their bag here and bring out their nastiest pass rush. I know, you know, every offensive lineman loves a 3rd and long or a 4th and long, you know, when the guy in front of you just gets to tee off on you. But,
yeah, you're right.
We'll see what our guys decide to bring.
An empty set, looks downfield to pass.
Here they come.
He's under pressure.
Oh,
and he's going to chuck it into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Looks like that was intended for, was that Weston Wilcox? I think so.
yeah, I think so. And he was actually open in the end zone, and the ball was just a little bit short and didn't get it there. But, again, credit to the front. J.T. Phelan there getting the initial pressure, and Peyton Adams coming behind him.
Yeah, we really just saw some bull rushes coming off the edge there. You know, no spins, no fancy business. We saw some good, hard physical ball, collapse the pocket. You know, credit to the quarterback for making his way out of that and giving himself a chance and putting it up there, but not quite enough in the tank to get it all the way to the receiver in the end zone.
Cobb now has an empty set himself. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Quick pass. This time it's complete to Walden Culpepper. Once again, he picks up what looks like 9 yards on that one. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and those receivers blocking has been a theme that we've continued to see them get better at throughout the year. Early on, the first couple games, the receivers were missing a ton of blocks and not giving us much room out there.
Cobb again with an empty set. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Quick pass. There's a PI roofing penalty flag. That's Andrew Pfizer who caught it. Let's see what the flag is. Be false start on the Bruins, it looks like.
Well, I'll tell you what that is. We'll see if he goes to the mic here.
Dead ball. Illegal formation. Number 17. Repeat, second down.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what that was. No, we had a substitution come in, and he didn't get inside the numbers first. So in order to be eligible, you got to be inside the numbers at some point, and then you can come back outside. But just to stop people from quickly changing people in on the sideline.
Gotcha. There's the snap. Quick handoff to Alex Zeldin. He runs to the right side of the field. Woo. He's across the 35, the 40, the 45. And that's where he is forced out of bounds after he picks up the Hounds Lounge first down.
Yeah, showing some speed out there. You got Will Scrivanos leading him up with Evan Goodwin, and Zeldin got a nice gain.
I was excited to watch Evan Goodwin come out and play today. I mean, he's obviously got the size.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Got to meet Scrivanos' grandparents here tonight. There's the pass, goes to the left side of the field. That was intended for Pfizer, and it's incomplete.
So just watching some of our O-linemen, pregame and going down there with Coach Barnhill and Allen, who seems to be helping out and doing a great job with those guys. I mean, I think we've got a really impressive group. I mean, one thing that you'll always expect from the Pulaski Academy offensive line is, they're going to be dialed in on their technique.
No doubt.
They're going to be physical, they're going to work hard, and they're going to bring technique. So it looks like all those guys are sure enough just might be young, but a lot getting better.
Oh, and that pass intended for William Swoboda is dropped.
Yeah, and that was just trying to make a play before you bring it all the way in.
Yeah, kind of looking upfield, seeing, and he did have a little green space, so he was probably looking up there, seeing some field in front of him, and got the jitters a little bit. So 3rd and 10 coming up. 3-by-1 set for Cobb, rolling to his left. Oh, and up top for Connor Coldren. And that should be enough for the first.
Hey, you look at just the size matchup out there on the edge. I mean, yeah, you might as well throw it out there. Give your guy a chance. Let him go up and get it.
Yeah, Connor had a couple huge catches last week against Siloam Springs across the middle and just using that big body. And last week showed off some speed.
Cobb now has 3 receivers on the left side, 1 to the right, 1 man in the tailback position. There's the snap. Quick handoff and some speed. Wow, he just kind of took a tumble right over across everybody. That was Chase McKendra.
And that's what we talk about with our offense, of not knowing what you're going to get, keeping defenses honest. I mean, they've credit to Van Buren. They've tried to bring a couple of different blitzes, and it's been pretty exotic, the stuff that they've brought. But, we just go in all different directions. You just kind of never know what to expect whenever we drop back.
Yeah, as a defensive coordinator or something, you're trying to find tendencies of an offense, and it's like PA doesn't have much tendency. They can do all kinds of stuff.
Cobb has the snap, looking to pass, going deep, and he's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Walden Culpepper for what ends up being a 43-yard touchdown pass.
Beautiful throw. And again, on all these long passes, I know Jason and I have got our eyes on the offensive line.
That's right.
I mean, they're doing a tremendous job up front, just allowing Brandon to sit back there and look really, really comfortable.
I will say, if there is one tendency so far this game for the Bruins, they are really favoring this left-hand side, this near side of the field.
Yeah, that's an interesting point to bring up.
I didn't even notice that yet. Thank you, Bradley.
Well, it's all coming toward me, so light flashed before your eyes a couple times. You notice it,
Well, I talked to Coach Lucas, and he really wanted you to just have a nice night, so he was just going to run everything to our sideline for you to see.
It's been like a month since I've been here, so just bring it all in. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you've been talking about the size of the Pointers. I mean, they've got some big boys in this team. Not to call out names, but number 3, Jones, is only 5'7", and he's over here on this near side. So maybe a little bit of picking on Jones. I feel like if the Pointers are going to adjust, they're going to have to scramble who's on what side and who's covering who or something.
Yeah,
they're going to be picking on him just a little bit.
Yeah, the secondary is and maybe that's why PA has been looking to the left so much is seeing if they can break that secondary down. And obviously it's worked for the first 3 touchdowns here.
So you've heard us mention the Hounds Lounge first down several times, and if you've never heard of the Hounds Lounge, well, they provide unbeatable measures for an exciting vacation for your dogs. With a strong focus on health and safety, Hounds Lounge is committed to service for your dog with the best possible care. They'll spend their days socializing with furry friends and exercising in their cage-free indoor and outdoor play areas, and their nights cozily tucked away in a personal pet suite for a comfortable night's rest. Visit them online at houndslounge.com.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That was worth an ooh.
Can't hold it back.
That was worth an ooh.
KJ Colin almost had his hands on that.
That was a close call.
Yeah, PA should have came away with that one.
Quick note about Hounds Lounge. My wife and I just took a trip to New York last week and left our dog Buck, 2-year-old golden retriever, at Hounds Lounge in North Little Rock. And he has not shut up yet about how great it was and the peanut butter treats that he got every other night. And
those frozen
got him
peanut butter
groomed
colored
right before he
treats,
he was smelling like a rose when he got home.
Yeah, your house is just no match for Hounds Lounge.
My dog Tuxedo just had his over 100th day at Hounds Lounge.
Oh,
today. So they
nice.
celebrated the whole thing.
How fun.
So he's their #1 fan, and I unfortunately pay them way too much money every time I go out of town. But he loves it. No, that place is incredible. Shout out to Hounds Lounge.
Well, we're excited. If you can't tell, we're all excited to have them as part of the PA Live family this year. There's the snap, looking to pass it to the left side. It is out there, and it got tipped by one of the Bruins, and he wanted that so bad. That was John Stephen Goodwin again.
He's going for another one. It
He's
looked like a couple
two.
guys touched that. A couple of pink jerseys were around that trying to go for it.
Well, that's what we noticed last week was that a lot of those on the defensive side of the ball, they were hungry. They wanted that ball so bad, and I think that's still carrying through this week.
Yeah, that secondary had a ton of opportunities last week for picks, and so don't be surprised if they grab a couple more.
There's the snap, looking to pass. It's out there, and nice. He was able to pull that in. That's Trenton Cooley with the reception for the Pointers that picks up another first down for them.
Well, there's number 0 that you were talking about earlier pregame. I mean, what a catch. John Stephen Goodwin was right underneath him in coverage. KJ Colin over the top, but just a great catch.
Perkins in the shotgun has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quick handoff. That's to Cameron Keller. He forces his way up the middle. Looks like he picked up a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and I'd expect to see more of 0 tonight. After making a catch like that, maybe starts to get going a little bit. It seems like they'll probably keep trying to target him.
Now he has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and the Bruins motion before the snap.
Yeah, second time they've caught him off guard with that hard count.
Dead ball. Offsides. Number 56. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So now it'll be 2nd and 1 for the Pointers.
Yeah, it always drives you crazy whenever the guy's right in front of the ball jump off sides. It's like, if I was playing at guard or center, it's one of those things where your coach really gets after you when you're about 1 foot away from the ball and you still jump. So you got to be good at all those things that don't take talent, right, to win ball games.
That's Cameron Keller with the handoff, and he ends up picking up another first down for the Pointers.
You see, they take a lot more time between snaps. You're watching both sides of the contrast between the two teams and kind of the pace of play. One of the things that you can notice kind of right off the bat.
There's the snap. Oh, and there's a whistle prior to the snap.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
So with 2 minutes, 1 second left in the first quarter, Bruins still lead 23-0. The Pointers first down and 15 to go. Under pressure, runs out of the pocket. There's a flag on the play. Pass is complete to number 1, Weston Wilcox. He makes his way inside the 5, but let's come back and see what this flag is about.
Dead ball. During the run, holding, offense, number 75, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, 1st down.
Yeah, and that negates a real nice scramble drill there by the Pointers. Kind of got pressure early, had to scramble out of the pocket. The receiver worked and found an open spot, and the holding call is going to bring it back.
And you can kind of expect that. It's tough on an offensive lineman. You're out there at tackle, and you're on an island anyways. You got your hands full playing against a good defensive end, but when that quarterback kind of takes off out of the pocket, especially in a situation where, it's not a designed out-of-pocket pass, when that quarterback takes off on you and, you've got a guy and you've got your hands inside where they're supposed to be, but the quarterback's out, sometimes, that when the defensive end starts to run, you just get a little bit of a jersey tug, and the referees usually are quick to see that.
Oh, no.
Bad snap.
So what happened there was Perkins was in the shotgun. He had an empty set, 3 receivers on the right, 2 on the left, and as one of the men in motion from the left side ran across, that's when they snapped the ball right into
hit his
his
legs,
leg.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
Yeah, hit the motion man going across. So a daunting second down here for the Pointers.
Second and, what is that, about 25, 30 yards? 25 yards,
Let
yeah.
that motion man get real wide this time.
Oh, wow, what a catch from Elijah Johnson.
Pass is complete to Elijah Johnson.
He stopped right there at the 30, looks like the 38-yard line.
He stopped by Joshua Roten.
Still going to be another, it'll be 3rd down and about 20 yards to go for the Pointers.
3rd and 18.
See if we play it safe, decide to bring any pressure here. I know, a couple of the blitzes that we've brought in this drive, we've gotten through effectively. Maybe not made the play, but gotten through there.
An empty set again. He's under pressure, and oh, no, wow. They slipped. They let him through. He throws it, and it's caught by the Bruins. Oh, my goodness. That's TJ Logan.
I guess that answers the question. Are we going to bring something? All of a sudden you see a guy flying through there. That seems to really be working for the Bruins defense. I expect that we'll see, continue to see that.
Yeah, and that was Walt Smiley.
That was Walt Smiley.
Yeah.
Let me give him his due. That's
Yeah,
right.
no doubt.
That was Walt Smiley.
But that was kind of what we were talking about earlier, is all those balls that the secondary has gotten their hands on and been really close to having, but finally come down with a big interception.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, an empty set for Cobb. He's in the shotgun. 23 seconds remain in the first quarter.
Bradley, get ready. They're working your side over there.
There's the snap. Looking downfield. He's got some time. Under pressure. Flushed out. He's going to carry it himself. He's across the 50 and runs out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That is a Hounds Lounge first down.
To be fair, I'm at the 15-yard line, so they got a little while. A passing play,
well,
yes.
Don't fall asleep down there.
I'm not falling
They'll
asleep.
be down there before you know it.
I got head on a swivel down here, boys.
He's just waiting for him is all. They're just going to get there eventually. Another empty set for Cobb. This time he has 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 16 seconds remain. From the shotgun. There's the snap. Looking downfield. Whoa! Deep under pressure, and yeah, that's still going to be just a little bit too far for William Sabota to be able to get his hands on it.
And I'm not sure down here if we've made any changes in the Van Buren secondary. I thought I saw a couple of different numbers maybe moved around, but it looks like PA still trying to go all the way down the field, deep bombs.
I don't see the back that they were targeting earlier out here.
Yeah.
It
looks like there's been a change in the secondary.
Another empty set for Cobb. Now he goes to the left side. That is Andrew Pfizer with the carry, and he is stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. That is going to be enough to move the chains again for the Bruins.
Yeah, good little change up there for Coach Thrash running the screen. That'll be the end of the first quarter.
All right. Keep it right here. We'll be right back with more Bruin football in just a moment.
With the score, Bruins 23, Pointers 0.
Please join us in congratulating the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week, Senior Miles Ward. Miles gives 100% all the time and is committed to doing the right thing in the classroom, on the football field, and on the wrestling mat. He embraces being part of a team and doing what he can to help the team be successful. Miles is also a great mentor to younger players on the teams. Please join us in congratulating Miles Ward, the Student Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Bowen Heffley Orthopedic. Visit them online at bowenheffleyortho.com.
Now getting ready to start the second quarter. Bruins maintain
Please
their
reset
lead.
the game clock.
Coaches.
Can't play with 0.
Right. There we go. Bruins maintain their lead 23-0. There's the snap. Quick handoff. He makes his way inside the 30. That's Nate Thomas Jr. with the carry. No surprise there.
Yeah, and that's one thing I was talking with some of the coaches before the game is we've continued to run the outside zone play this whole year, but I think the last 3 or 4 games, these running backs have really started to look for that cut up the field to gain as much yardage as they can. Another good job by Nate.
Cobb has 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Again, a handoff to Nate Thomas Jr. Makes his way up to the 25 and is stopped short. Looks like he's stopped at the 26. Still a 2-yard gain for the Bruins.
Yeah, Blake, I'm glad that you mentioned that about the outside zone because we run it well. And, I mean, when I was down pregame and I was watching those guys drill their outside zone in warm-ups, you could tell. I mean, that takes a lot of technique, and they're doing it at a high level.
Once again, same thing. Look for the cut. There it is.
Oh, wow, got under him. Nice tackle there. I think that was Peyton Sure.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That is a
silent P on us right there.
Is that a silent P?
That's what I was thinking.
It's like a silent batang.
4th and short here for Cobb. Empty set.
Empty set. He has 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
Maybe some pressure coming.
There's the snap. Throws it quickly. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Over the back shoulder with the catch. That's Will Manning putting him inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone.
Yeah, and he bailed out Brandon a little bit right there. The throw was behind. Tight man coverage, but what a catch by Will.
That's a great catch. He said, no such thing as a 50-50 ball. That's fine.
No.
I'm taking it.
Not on 4th down. We got to have it.
That's right.
Cobb getting comfortable with that empty set tonight. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 10 minutes, 16 seconds left in the second quarter. There's the snap. Immediately under pressure, and he's going to go down right there. He might have made it back to the line. I don't think he did. He's going to end up losing a yard there. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
And they had the screenplay set up. The linemen left their defenders, and Andrew was looking for the ball. I don't know what caused Brandon to bring that back down and not like the look.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he didn't like the look. Maybe there was a miscommunication. Either way, played safe.
2nd and 11 coming up as Zeldin comes across in motion.
Has the snap, rolling out of the pocket, passes out there, and it's complete. That's
nice.
Chase McKendra in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin. No, excuse me. There is a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play.
Touchdown, Bruins. Correction, there is a PI roofing penalty flag on the play.
Oh, I don't like this call.
Block in
here.
the back. Offense, number 71.
No.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
That's a terrible call.
First down.
I agree with you. I think that's a terrible call, and I was actually going to credit some of those guys out in
I was
space.
just about to tell Errol, great job on the block.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, my gosh. Well, so Errol got out on the screen, got an initial shove, and then as the defender was getting pushed away, the defender turned his back, and Errol got another shot in, which, that's a tough one to swallow.
Little play action there. Cobb going to pass it, and it's going to get intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Did he get a foot down? Yeah, I guess they are saying touchback.
Yeah, they're saying it's a touchback.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Man.
that's a tough turn of events. But, look, you mentioned we've seen the screen game kind of come to life for us. I think, just to note, when you look at the offensive linemen, you can tell as soon as you look at them. I mean, yeah, they're big guys, but we bring a certain level of athleticism to the play. So when you see, why are those outside zones working? Why are the screen plays working for us? It's because, we pride ourselves on having athletes. So we don't have a, big, sloppy, guys out there on our offensive line. We've got guys who can get out in space and make a difference. It makes for an exciting brand of football, but it's also very effective.
Yeah, I know Errol has been trimming up throughout the offseason and looking a whole lot better, and he showed the athleticism there, but got caught with the flag. And speaking of screen passes, they went right back to number 32 on a screen pass. That's Cameron Keller intended for, but a little too hot on the pass.
9 minutes, 9 seconds left in the half. Perkins has the snap, looking downfield. Pass is complete to Weston Wilcox, and he's across the 35, the 40, the 45, and is brought down. I think they're going to mark that at the 48-yard line. That is a first down for the Pointers.
Yeah, we're seeing some people that we didn't quite expect to be as involved in the offensive game plan for Van Buren. So, we expect to see zero targeted a lot. It looks like our defensive coaches really knew that was the case as well because they've kind of keyed in on him.
Another
he's open there.
Play, and there he is, just as you say it. Trenton Cooley with the reception, makes his way across the 40, still on his feet. That ball started to come loose, but he's lucky they called it dead before anybody else saw it.
Yeah, so I mean that's a good point right there. Sometimes you've got to find creative ways to get the ball into your playmakers' hands. If we've got people, if we've got safeties keying over the top on zero, and he's always covered. He can still be the best playmaker on their team. They've just got to find ways to continue to get him the ball.
Now Perkins looking downfield to pass. Pass is out there. It is complete. I think. I was trying to see who that was. 13. There you go. Philip Steele.
Another sophomore receiver. They've got a lot of sophomores contributing on their wide receiver staff, and they're really taking advantage of the kind of crossing routes, hitting them early, putting the ball on them early on the crossing routes, and letting them run. So see if PA adjusts, linebackers adjust to some of that.
Perkins now under. Let's see. He has the snap. Quick handoff that time goes to Cameron Keller. Looks like he gained 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're putting together a good drive here. I mean, they're really capitalizing off the opportunity, off that interception. So, these are the things that you want to see if you're a Van Buren fan of, the resiliency of, making a big play and now slowly marching down the field.
Has the snap, going to pass it. It's complete and slung down on the field. Again, same receiver. That's Philip Steele.
Yeah, and a similar route that we were just talking about, those crossing routes, tried to put the ball on early, but a great job by Walt Smiley coming all the way from his outside corner spot to follow Steele in and make that play before he could gain any yards. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Perkins in the shotgun, looks back to the sidelines. Coach is going to give him a play. He has 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 1 man in the backfield on his left side. That's Cameron Keller. Goes to pass. Passes out there, and it gets batted down. That is Walt Smiley out there with the pass defense.
He's having a good day.
Yeah, beautiful play with the outside arm. I really thought they were going to – I was looking at the left side here. They had number 1, their tall receiver, and number 0 as well on the left side. I thought they were going to look that way. But he saw something that he tried to attack Walt, but Walt wasn't having any of it. 4th and 5.
7 minutes, 13 seconds left in the half. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, 1 man in the backfield on his left. Perkins now looking back to the sideline. 6 seconds left on the play clock. 3, 2, there's the snap. Looking to pass. Pass goes to the left side. It is complete. That is to Cameron Keller.
He looks close to that first down line. I'm not sure where they're going to spot him.
We've referenced a couple times looking back over at the sideline to get a play call in from the coach. One thing that you have to remember is the interior of the offensive line up there, they all have a hand in the ground. So sometimes when they get set early in the play clock and the quarterback is looking back at the sideline to get a play in, that can tire your legs out.
Right?
Quick handoff this time to Cameron Keller. He's met by the entire Bruin defensive line.
Yeah, nice job there by Peyton Adams in the middle and River Angel as well from his end spot, just coming down, closing it up, just causing a bunch of chaos inside and setting the running back down.
6.5 minutes left before halftime.
Yeah, you're right. Those offensive linemen getting their stance early.
There's the snap, and there is a PI roofing penalty flag prior to the play.
Dead ball. False start. Offense, number 79. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
Yeah, he knew it before the official even said it. He was out there kind of shaking his head.
A quick important note from the sideline, Josh.
Yeah.
Drew Johnston says hi.
Okay. Always glad to hear from Drew Johnston. Love Drewby. Oh, quick pass was intended for Weston Wilcox. Hit him right in the hands, unfortunately, so it flew out of the way.
Yeah, you hate to see that, the ball hitting you in the hands. It's tough sometimes.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they got away with a couple. I saw some jerseys being pulled down there in the middle. I saw it happen, and I actually could hear out the window through my headphones. I could hear somebody yell, hold. So they got away with one right there.
Yeah, that PA defense ramping up the pressure inside. You got Ronan Rutherford in there as well. Caden Nash and Miles providing a lot of pressure on the inside.
Perkins in the shotgun, now with an empty set. He's going to pass it, going deep, way too deep. I think that was intended for Weston Wilcox, I have to think, because he was the only one anywhere in the area. But
yeah, well overthrown.
He was about 10 yards behind that pass.
Yeah, and it looked like Peyton Adams in there in the middle. I mean, while he might not be the premier pass rush guy, he might be our run stuffer. But right there, I mean, he gave the offensive lineman, I think the right guard for Van Buren, what I would call the badoop. And he just, he was right over. He gave him a swim move, was gone. Bringing pressure straight onto the quarterback.
Yeah, you don't want to leave him one-on-one.
This kick is going to come up off the foot of Derek Kelly.
39-yard attempt here. It's pretty decent length.
It's up, and it looks good. It is good.
That just snuck inside that left upright.
That'll put Van Buren on the scoreboard for the first time tonight.
So you definitely, I mean, I totally understand the play call. There are two ways of thinking about it. I think, like, when you watch somebody play against the Chiefs or in high school, somebody play against Pulaski Academy, you have to ask yourself, if you get all the way down there and you're Van Buren, you're the coaching staff over there, do you think a field goal is going to win you the game against Pulaski Academy? I typically say no. And how many trips have you made down into Pulaski Academy's territory? I think right there you got to really try to go for points, because I just don't think 3 will help you, at the end of the day. But with that being said, it's also getting points on the board. A lot of times you just got to see one go through the net, right?
Yeah, a lot of times, I mean, I'm totally with you as well. Like, you're going to need to
sorry, I just have to, that's the second out of sports reference. So
yeah,
just go ahead.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Totally with you on that. I mean, they're going to need a lot more than just a couple field goals here and there to beat PA. But again, like you said, kind of that just emotional win for Van Buren on that drive.
That's right.
One thing I haven't mentioned yet tonight, if you have thoughts on the game, you want to cheer on one of your favorite players, be sure to send us a text message on our Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Live Fan Feedback text message line. That number is right there on the bottom of your screen on the scorebug.
If you have any good questions for Coach Lucas halftime or postgame, too.
There you go. Bruins scrambling hard. I'm trying to see. That was 35. KJ Colon. Or was it Walden Culpepper?
It was KJ.
Okay, yeah.
So bobbled the return initially, but, made something out of nothing there.
Right.
Showed off a little shiftiness.
After making his way to the Bruin 21-yard line, 1st and 10 Bruins.
Did you see the RE/MAX? Go look on the thing for the RE/MAX.
Ooh, there you go. Go, Alex.
Handoff goes to Alex Zeldin. He's going out of bounds, number 20.
Alex Zeldin has that one out of bounds. 5:46 left in the half. That's 1st and 10 for the Bruins.
Going the long way around for a first down.
Has the snap. Cobb scrambling out. He's going to throw that one away almost into the stands. There were a couple of fans down there kind of diving, and they were going to practice their dip, duck, dive, dodge.
Hey, another dodgeball reference for us. Okay, all right. Does dodgeball count as a sport? Can we count that as a
very
reference?
much so.
Yeah,
Very much so.
Don't even try, dude. Yes, it's a sport.
We don't need any power play references down there, Bradley.
Let me tell you something right now. If you end up sweating during it, it's a sport.
Okay, all right. So table tennis, all right.
Oh, quick pass. That time out to that's Chance McKendra once again.
And the screen game continues to be find success there for the Bruins. I know that's one area that Coach Barnhill and the offensive staff has not found a huge amount of success with this year, but I think this game is really, they've been working on it, and it's showing up now.
Well, you consistently drop back and throw these deep balls down the middle and down the sideline, and then, everybody gets so happy to rush the passer. It's just a perfect opportunity to throw that screen in there.
2 receivers left, 2 right, and Cobb had the pass out there intended for Pfizer, and it was just short, but he was under some pretty good coverage there by Pointers. That was Hayden Green.
I'm pretty sure Green got a hand on that one.
Yeah, that was a nice job running all the way across from his right side, all the way across, following the crossing route, and made that play.
5 minutes until the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. We will be bringing you all of the fun homecoming festivities tonight, so stick around for that. There's the snap. Cobb rolls out of the pocket to the right side. Quick pass. That is once again to Chance McKendra, and he's stopped this time. It looks like they're going to – oh, and there's a flag on the play. It was after the play.
There is a PI roofing penalty flag on the play.
On the sideline over there. I'm not sure what he saw. They're going to spot this ball at the 37-yard line.
Sideline warning. Defense.
That's what I thought it had to be, and that's one of the things that's tough for teams that are coming to Joe B. Hatcher Stadium for the first time. Is it is a very, I've heard it described as an intimate setting
No
for
doubt.
opposing coaches.
Yeah, that's a short sideline over there.
And they're going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said the intimate thing. It's funny, but honestly, I've always preferred away games. You know, having sidelines where the fans are right up on you, and like there's a few, you know, in the Big Ten, for instance, like Iowa, their fans, their student section, not only of course is Iowa just a great place to play, not 90,000, whatever, it's a great place to play, but they are right there on you.
Oh
and
my gosh.
The fans, the student section can literally reach out and touch you when you're on the sideline.
Oh, wow.
So
Good-
you
good
hear,
and bad.
Yeah, exactly. No, you hear every single thing that they're saying
Yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Which is, I mean, look, I wanted people to say the worst things that they could possibly say.
Oh, sure.
That
when
was
I
gonna hype
playing.
you up, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you know, it's just part of the sport.
Yeah.
You know, it's just part of the
Seeing
sport.
the passion.
Yeah, exactly.
it's
That's
fun.
all I took it for was, okay, these guys are passionate about
Yeah.
football.
Yes.
They don't mean what they say.
Yeah. Nothing like an Iowa fan looking at a 6-3 ball game and loving it.
That is so funny because they are still doing that. Speaking of, you know, that the coach, the offense coordinator, the contract. I mean, it's the only time in the history of football I've ever seen anything like that. Hey, to keep the job for another year, you have to score a certain number of
In
points.
his contract, they wrote into it that he has to average like 22 or 25 points a game or something, but the offensive coordinator will get fired if he does not score enough points.
Wow.
Like actual statistics. So
and it's the head coach's son.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
One thing to note here back at this game is there was a nice little conference between several of the Pointers coaches and the white hat and one of the side judge over here as well. And I think they were all talking about, you know, what exactly do they want from them since they don't have a whole lot of room on that sideline.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's the same on this side. So it's not like they have an advantage other than the fact that they've never been here, I think. Have they ever been here? I don't
think
remember.
so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
and we've got so many people, you know, now I know how it used to be. I'm not sure now is it still the same way where the freshmen move up, you know, to a certain point. So is this the full group that we have?
No, they
on
have
our
a couple.
sideline?
I think I was talking to Coach Taylor. They have 2 more games left in the 9th grade season, and then they'll be up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Bruins. 4:44 left in the half. He has the snap. Under pressure. He's scrambling backwards, throws it away. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, really working those screens again. Still trying to get some of those to hit big.
Yeah, you talk about moving up young guys and potentially having guys who step in and start to play, and you know they kind of fit into the team. I mean, you know, so the team's kind of ever changing. I know the beginning of my junior varsity year, whenever it was my freshman year, you know, coach called me in and asked me to play with the high school team, and I said absolutely not.
Has the snap, looking downfield, throwing it. Oh, he's going deep into the end zone. No, that's too bad. That was intended for Walden Culpepper. It's no good.
Now, here's a reference for you. You were playing when Hunter Henry moved up
That's
as,
right.
as a 9th grader and
That's
played.
right.
And he was an offensive lineman back in the day, and
Oh,
now
yeah.
he's obviously made his transition into something a little bit better than that.
Yeah,
but,
I think he did okay transitioning. Huh?
Yeah, he found his spot,
Did okay.
I think. But he was a young freshman, came in there and just started battling on the offensive line.
Cobb has 2 receivers on either end of the field. Looking downfield, he has the pass. It's out there and caught by William Sabota.
Yeah, and I have fun, you know, cheering on all former teammates from all parts of my life. You know, that's kind of where my fandom lies. Wherever, you know, I have
no
guys
doubt.
that are some of the friends that are still playing ball. So love Hunter, and you know, get excited to watch him play, whether he's on my fantasy team or not.
Right, exactly.
You know, get excited and cheer for him to score, unless I'm playing against him, of course, in fantasy every weekend.
4th down, 2 yards to go for the Bruins. 4 minutes, 26 seconds left in the half. Cobb in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield on his right side, and the Bruins will call their first timeout of the game.
This is the first time I've noticed it, but Charlie Kotros is in street clothes today, so that's probably why we're seeing
Pulaski Academy, first time out of the half.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more touches from other folks.
Yeah, Chance McKendry getting a lot more touches and kind of introducing that screen game like we're talking about, and Nate Thomas was in there at running back on this 4th down.
Let's take a look real quick at our live fan feedback. Madison Taylor's parents say Coach Madison Taylor's family watching from Music City, USA. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of the game. Well, thanks for being here, as always. This one says class of 1993, played 7th through 12th grades, starting offensive line at 7th, 9th, and 12th until 2nd to last game of the season when I skipped the game to go to Dallas and see U2 with my best friend Tom Phelan. Never played another down and consider it to be one of the best decisions I've ever made.
What a wild.
I love that.
Wild.
I love it.
Hey, whatever works for you. Whatever
like
works
it.
for you.
My sister played varsity basketball and skipped a game that was like a rescheduled game for a Paramore concert.
Oh, man.
But she wasn't playing a ton anyway, so she's like, yeah, whatever.
I think
Worth
U2
it.
probably is a little bit better of a reason than Paramore, but I'll take it. There's the snap. Looking downfield, he's flushed out of the pocket. Under pressure, he's got to get rid of that ball. Ooh, he's going to keep it across the 10, across the 5. Oh, my goodness. Well, he at least picked up the first down.
Yeah. Way to
Wow.
scramble out. It got down to the 2 or 3 yard line.
They're marking it at the 2.5. Oh, at the 3. Sorry.
Nate Thomas in at running back. Let's see if they use his big body. Oh, flip it to Pfizer.
And Pfizer's in the end zone for a Bruin touchdown.
Nice job.
That's a great play call. I mean, you know, I love seeing those guys. And even when we're not talking about screens, we're talking about those athletic offensive linemen.
Yeah.
You see them pulling around. I mean, just constantly counter straps, but then also just finding creative ways to get those guys out in space. Big bodies on little bodies is always good in football.
No doubt. Yeah, that misdirection play has just been a staple in this PA offense for years and years and years. And especially down here on the goal line, you tighten everybody up, scrunch them in, and then get, like you said, get your offensive linemen out there on some corners and safeties.
Let's go down to the sidelines with Bradley Field.
Oh, my mic was just on for the band.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I like it. Thanks.
You're welcome, Josh.
So what
Dead
is
ball.
the
False offside.
what is our
Defense,
reasoning
number 81.
At Pulaski
Half the
Academy
distance.
for kicking the extra point versus going for 2? I never like here. You know, we're lined up for the extra point. Is this kind of just based on the feel of the game? Is there kind of a certain point when?
Yeah, well, I think the last couple of years with Coach Lucas, it seems like they have started the game going for it on like the first 2.
Yeah.
And then ended up kicking field goals after extra points after that. I'm not exactly sure what his reasoning is. I know back in the day we would do that to if someone was kicking field goals only on their side. So let's say we go down and score, we get our 2 point, that's 8. Okay,
Yep.
They go down and score, it's 7, and then they get their 7. Okay, so we're up by 1. If we go down again and score, then it would be 16-7,
Right.
which is a 9-point game.
Right.
Okay, we've scored twice, they've scored once, but we're still up 2 possessions.
Right.
That's
Well,
the idea.
Now, here's one other thing to keep in mind is that Coach Adam Thrash, who is our offensive coordinator,
Yep.
he does not like to be predictable at all.
Yeah.
And so that could play into that
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
It's probably not a bad idea to keep a kicker ready to kick. You know, in case
sure,
in case
yeah.
you need it.
A little warm up throughout the game.
I was going to say, I've only seen now 1.5 Pulaski Academy games, and I came in the last time, oh, they'll never kick the ball, blah, blah, blah. That's how you won the game. So you,
Right.
need, a kick, you need someone with a working leg.
Jump on that ball! Yes!
Oh, they
Oh,
gave it to him.
Got
Nice. Connor Coldren down there.
Connor Coldren, that was Landon O'Donnell that kicked it again. Took a nice Bruin bounce exactly like he wanted to. And then Connor Coldren was right there in the right spot to pick up that onside kick.
He grabbed that ball with his body at a 45-degree angle going out of bounds, got the feet down, and fell down.
Yeah, beautiful toe tap there right on the sideline.
Goodness gracious.
Now,
Got-
what was that onside kick called there? that we do. I know we've got our different variations.
Oh gosh, you're really testing me here.
That's the one that dribbled. It's like, I just always called it the worm burner, but
oh gosh, what did we call it? We had the copter, which was the one that went down, and I think we called that the NFL. Maybe I'm not sure now. You really.
I see the NFL. Some of the NFL teams steal some of our onside kicks.
Oh yeah, they've added in the copter a lot now. Another screen pass.
Yep.
This
that
one
one's to Walden Culpepper. He's picked up the first down. He's across the 30. Looks like they're going to call it dead at the 30.
I just asked. That one was called the annexation of Puerto Rico.
And the Flying V's coming up next.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Hey.
We had that sky kick for a while.
Oh yeah.
That I believe is not even allowed.
Yeah,
right
it's not. Got to have 2 bounces, 2 hops to make it legal.
Yeah, that was
that was your friend Goodwin, right? That kind of perfected that.
Yeah, we kicked that. And then I remember, I think they banned it. That was the one where myself and Hunter Henry, you kind of just lined right up in front of, and just went for it.
I'm not trying to be a frontline guy on that one.
It wasn't fair. Kyle Wepley, it was us 3 up there. So that's a few big guys.
Yeah, not trying to stand at the front line of that. And I've actually got some intel from a friend of mine. That's called the NBA kick because of the dribble and then the pop.
Okay, there we go.
So that's a 4th sport for the night.
Yeah. Well, yes. Thank you,
nice.
Bradley. There we go.
Nice catch. I like it.
See how we can work in a couple more.
Oh, no, he had basketball earlier because he said something about the net.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that could have been. We could have called that hockey.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I like it.
Another misdirection played.
That's Culpepper once again. Inside the 25 this time. 3.5 minutes remaining.
At the 25-yard line, 2nd and 5.
Now, one thing to mention, last week we had our perfect prediction. At the end of the game, we looked and saw who it was that won, and if you missed it, it was our own Miss Deems, Miss Rachel Deems, who is our interim head of school. She won that one, and she told me this week she actually did not have any help from her husband. She is the football expert. So
yeah, no doubt.
She was only 2 points off.
That's impressive.
It's pretty impressive.
I threw in my first prediction of the season
today or this
for
week?
this game.
I
Yeah,
like
we'll see where it ends up. It's not looking great right this second. We'll see how it ends up.
Well, that perfect prediction is a fun game to get into, and if you have a chance, be sure to follow us on social media. You'll see that posted on Tuesday each week, and there's a link that's different each week, and you can put in your prediction on what you think the final score will be. Your chance to win a gift card to Homer's Kitchen Table. That's brought to you by Rise Counseling and Diagnostics. Pass into the end zone. Let's see. Touchdown, Bruins.
They're just clicking on all fronts right now.
Wow. Yeah. Cobb connects with Culpepper one more time, making the score 36-3.
Yeah, Brandon looks really confident back there, and just I'm going to call it the perfect weight on the pass. Just enough, a little bit of lob to it, but just enough weight behind it to get there and allow Walden to run after catch.
He has had some great touch on all of these passes tonight. I mean, the way he's dropped them right in the bucket, kind of from the beginning of the night. After that first drive, all those strikes that we saw down the middle.
Now, here's what I just saw. It looked like they were getting
Pulaski
ready to
Academy.
kick the PAT.
Second time I've ever
I
had.
think the coaches looked up at the score and thought, you know what, if we put 2 more up
I think
there,
they did a little math.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking right
Two
there.
more up there. We'll have the sportsmanship rule in effect for the second half of the game. So I think they called them together to say, hey, look, let's put the offense back out there and let's see if they do.
You may be onto something there.
There's a little run reason there. So sometimes, yeah, I was thinking that whenever they were walking out, as soon as we scored, I was like, okay, so this is a situation we're probably looking at too.
Well, looks like we might. I was looking to see if we saw maybe some misdirection, kind of like what we saw with that fake punt last week, where the quarterback came out and acted as the holder.
Let's see where they go here on the
Twins stacked on either end of the formation, one man in the tailback slot. Quick handoff there, and he does not make it past the 4-yard line.
Nope, and that was one of those outside zone plays that the running back cut up really quickly and didn't really give it a chance to set the edge.
And that's a tough play to block. I mean, it's from hand position to body position to the angles that everybody has to aim for and the different landmarks that they're going for. That's a tough play to block, but as we've seen tonight, I mean, they've done a good job doing it for the most part.
We've got another message from our live fan feedback. It says, "Go Jason and go Bruins. Love Tuxedo King."
See, he's trying to butter me up to get him to Hounds Lounge.
That's right. That's right. Another fan, this is Kristen Kyle, says, Jason King's dog Tux should be a guest mascot.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't know if we'd be safe. Yeah, I'm sure half of the people in the stands here in this community see me walking him up and down the streets in West Little Rock every day. So I always have people honk or roll down the window, yell something at me.
Yeah.
You're that famous, huh? Wow.
No,
I mean, that's big time,
No,
really.
no. Telling him to get
It's
out
for
of
the
street.
dog. It's
Oh,
for the
yeah,
dog.
yeah. That's clear. Famous dog, apparently.
Here is O'Donnell again.
And that was a hot kick that got covered there by
Certainly
number
was.
23.
He wasn't letting that one get past him. Coach Madison Taylor's brother watching from Seabrook, Texas tonight.
Ball is spotted at the Pointer 49-yard line, 1st and 10 Pointer.
Go Chance McKendra. That is from Caden, his little sis, and Cassandra. Go Bruins.
Yeah, Chance had a great game so far.
I think I accidentally said Chase a couple of times.
I know. It trips me up, too, so.
Sorry about that.
I'm sure I've called him Chase as well.
Chance McKendra's granddad and granny are hollering for the Bruins all the way from Austell, Georgia. There's the pass out there from the Pointers. Nice catch. That's number 23, Peyton Shear. Joshua Roten, who is our core value student of the week this week. Nope, that's not right. That's not right. I had to think about that. That was last week. That was last week.
Okay.
Pass is complete to Trenton
Oh,
Cooley.
shook that one off, and there he goes.
Oh, he is off to the races. Touchdown, Van Buren.
And that was fast.
I guess they got the ball to him.
They certainly did.
Yeah,
His
same.
both of the carries he's had tonight have resulted in positive yardage for them, and
Yeah,
of course this one puts them deep
that
in the end
quick
zone.
that quick crossing route. They hit it again, same play. This time, PA couldn't wrap him up. He turns around and goes out the other way for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I just, if I'm on their sideline, I just keep finding ways to get him more involved.
Yeah,
in the
I
game,
can't believe he's not out there every play.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen him on the sideline, so I'm just like,
Run a couple sweeps to him, give him a reverse, something like that. I mean, I understand if he's covered the way that we're covering him, but maybe
Looks
get
like
him
they're
involved
going
a
for
little more.
two here. Perkins goes to pass. It's complete, and he's in the end zone, so they will pick up that 2-point conversion. The score now, PA 36, Van Buren 9. Nope. There is a flag on the play. Let's wait and see. That's why they haven't.
I'm pretty sure that was after the play.
Was it? It was. I think it should be 11, but
yeah, I think they're waiting for this penalty to
Yeah.
work out. But I think the 2-point will count. It'll be after the play.
Their coach was not happy with
Yeah, I
whoever
think
it
he
was.
must have seen his player doing something
Extra
afterwards.
point is good. Got unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 50, will be assessed on the kickoff.
Oh, on the offense. Yeah, okay. That confused me.
yeah, pointing at the Bruins, but yeah. So the score is 36-11. Bruins lead Van Buren. With 2 minutes, 4 seconds left, be sure again to stick around for the Eagles Carpet One halftime show. At Eagles Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Eagles Carpet One. It's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of it possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Eagles Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. EaglesCarpet1.com.
And if there's anything my dog loves more than Hounds Lounge, it's tearing up some carpet. And thanks to Ackles.
Well, I was going to say, I've got a place where you can go find some new carpet if you need it, Brad.
Right.
Perfect.
For less.
You guys have any questions for Coach Lucas here at halftime? Or just want to say hi?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
You sprung it on me. Hey, give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
I'll give you 2:04.
I was thinking.
Not a second more.
How can
Real
we get the
low.
ball into the hands of our offensive line?
Real low kickoff. Real low kickoff back to the Bruins. That's KJ Colin that picked it up once again. He's returned 2 in a row now.
Yeah, let me. I've actually got a good question for him. I think we only have one senior offensive lineman. I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure Will Scrivanos is the only senior lineman. Our question to Coach Lucas is, does Will have a play set up for the second half? That's what I need to know.
Yeah. So to fill you in, Bradley, sometimes the seniors get to pick a senior play if they're not typically a ball handler. They're a lineman of some type, and they get to call the play, and they get to choose what position they play in it.
Is that a halftime question or a post-game question?
No. I needed it at halftime because I want it to happen in the second half.
Yeah, so Will Scrivanos is the only lineman. I didn't realize he was the only lineman that's a senior.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why, seeing these guys grow together and start to learn how to gel together. We're going to see this group out here, and they're just going to continue to get better, year after year.
Yeah, again, like we were talking about earlier, Evan Goodwin's just a sophomore, a couple juniors up there up front.
There's the snap. He's under pressure.
Ooh.
Oh, and he's going to – I was really thinking he might break loose out of that tackle for a second, but he ended up losing it big time there. So I think they're going to spot that at the 25-yard line.
And I think they had another screenplay set up, which is a great call against the pressure look, but he just didn't have enough time to even get the ball out.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 25 yards to go for Pulaski Academy. A minute 19 remaining in the half and counting. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, an empty set for Cobb. He has the snap, looking downfield. He's got some time, throws it to the left side of the field. It is complete.
Ooh.
He is still on his feet, makes it up to the 35-yard line. They're going to say the 36.
There are a couple Bruins
Oh,
over
and
there.
a timeout immediately called by Van Buren.
Yeah, they're going to look to strike again.
Timeout. Van Buren. Second timeout of the half.
Can't take him with you.
Yeah, then they're just kind of making PA make a decision here. Do you want to punt? Do you want to go for it? If PA goes for it and doesn't make it, then this is really good field position for the Pointers. So this may be something that Coach Lucas and some of the coaches are talking about, a potential punt here.
Be interesting to see.
Credit to the Pointers as well. I mean, they've really continued to fight. I know it's still early in the ball game, but sometimes if you're out there and you get down by 30 points, whatever it was, it's tough, and not every team is able to. You can see it drain a lot of teams, but we haven't seen Van Buren slow down at all. They're doing what's worked for them. They're trying some new things. They've gotten on the board. They've scored. So just credit to those guys for still playing hard.
1 minute remaining in the half. Don't forget to stick around for the Eagles Carpet One halftime show. We'll be bringing you all of the homecoming festivities from the field tonight. 1 receiver on the left side of the formation, 3 on the right, 1 man in the backfield on his right side. Cobb has the snap, looking downfield. Has some time, airs it out, going deep. There's a flag on the play. That was intended for William Sabota. There's a flag back here on the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure what it was. I didn't see the flag come out down here.
It was deep. It was after it developed a bit.
During the pass, holding, defense, number 12, 15-yard penalty, 10-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that's going to be automatic for first down now, so it'll be 4th and 5-ish or 6.
Yeah. Looks like it'll be
or 4.
4th and 4, yeah.
Math is hard.
We're football guys.
An empty set for Cobb. This time he has 4 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. He has the snap, rolling out the right side, passes out there. It's complete to Pfizer, and he picks up the Hounds Lounge first down and makes it out of bounds. How about that? First down for that Hounds Lounge first down and gets out of bounds.
Too much rhyming here.
We're all used to going for it on 4th around here, but it is really interesting. If you watch a lot of football, the way that these guys are thinking about this is so different because to go into a set of down knowing that you have 4 plays to get 10 yards, I mean, it changes the game entirely.
Oh, it's huge.
3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now man in motion for Cobb. Has the snap, under pressure. Throws it. It's complete. That's William Sabota with the catch. He only makes it right back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that clock is running.
They're going to say he lost a yard, so it's 2nd and 11. 33 seconds left in the half.
PA's got to speed up. We only got 1 timeout left.
Same formation for Cobb. There's the snap. Looking downfield. He has some more time this time. He's going out there, and it is incomplete. He's going to the left side of the field. I think that was intended for.
I think he was looking for Will Manning there on the far left.
Thank you.
But, yeah, a little hard and high. Wouldn't be able to bring that one down. So 19 seconds left.
I was having the hardest time with that. I swore to you it said 0.
Well, his 6 kind of bent over and turned it. It looked like a 0 kind
Sitting here looking at the roster over and over going, well, there's not a 0. Everyone pulled in tight on the formation this time. He's going to go to the right side of the field. Pfizer is at the 30. He has the first down.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe timeout.
You got to get that out of.
Yeah, if he would have ran
12
out
seconds.
of bounds.
They're going to move the chains. He might have to call a timeout, but if the Bruins get in formation quick enough, nope, he will burn a timeout here.
Yeah, and I know he knows exactly what he did. You know, in a situation like that, he's having a great game.
The third and final timeout.
He's playing a good game, but he definitely knows. He wishes he would have, gotten that one out of bounds right there.
Yeah, don't fight for that extra yard or two. Is not as important as it is to stop that clock and save the timeout. So a little bit of a mental mistake, but hey, we're still here. 12 seconds left. Where are we at? 25-yard line. So maybe take a shot or two at the end zone, and then we can even test John Stevens' leg from here. We've seen him hit it before.
There we go. Yeah, it's tough. Your brain is in such a place where you're just hitting people, and you're running full speed. You're trying to make plays, and then a situation like that where you want to get out of bounds and stop the clock. It's just hard in the moment, and then as soon as you go down, it's like, oh.
Of course, I was supposed to run out of bounds, but
you're just trying to make a play.
It's an in the moment type of thing.
Yep.
Cobb now in the shotgun once again. Has the snap. Oh, it's a reverse and a reverse. Now he throws it into the end zone. And I don't know.
He got
it! Touchdown, Bruins!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. Could they have waited any longer to make that call?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my gosh.
Was that a double, triple reverse? I couldn't even tell how many times the ball just got pitched right there.
Hey, refs have got to add a little drama, like we said earlier. Woo. They're just here to add some drama to it. Loves to run over to the pile, make sure he's got it, and throw those 2 hands up.
Left 4 seconds on the board.
Beautiful, perfect timing.
Going to go for 2. Cobb has the snap. Quick little pitch to Alex Zeldin.
Oh, get in. All right.
There's a flag.
Yeah.
That's going to be a late hit maybe?
Yeah, probably so, but Zeldin was across the line.
Was he? I didn't see a sign.
I think they did they not put their hands up?
I never saw a sign.
No, they never signaled that he was in.
Huh, okay. Well, can we get a redo?
Let's see what this flag is first.
Yeah.
They'll probably call it good here.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Defense. Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
But
he didn't tell us if the try was good
it's
or
on
not.
the board.
It is. Okay, they did put
it is on the board?
It's on the board.
Still a little confusion. Coach Barnhill's here talking.
Barnhill's a little confused as well.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
I guess. I mean, the refs aren't saying to take it down, so I guess it's going to count.
That's really confusing.
Yeah.
So you love getting those scores in right before half.
Oh,
I mean, that's a key right there. It's not only getting points on the board, it's you're going into, even if you have a lead and the opposing team is able to score going into halftime, it still drains you a little bit. It sucks something out of you. So, to get points on the board as soon as you're going in for halftime, everybody's kind of going in there with a little bit more chippiness,
Well, Christina just pointed out to me that Chris Amsler, the public address announcer, did announce that it was good, and they didn't correct him.
Yeah,
so
we'll go with it.
Yeah. Here's the kick. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that was the best time to kick it deep.
Well, you got 4 seconds left, so
I
they
mean,
figured.
I think I would have at least squibbed it or something. You know?
I think he might have just wanted to show off the leg there.
You want to show everybody out there what he's got.
Yeah.
Tried to make it to the uprights.
It's like, you look here, I've got a leg not just like Savannah.
Yeah, that's right.
For those who don't remember, his sister Savannah Goodwin was the kicker for the Bruins several years ago. Made a name for herself on the team.
That was awesome to watch. That was always exciting.
Looks like, no, I thought he might be going under center for this. Nope.
We wanted to tush push in the half.
Yeah. So that will end the first half of tonight's game. The Bruins lead 44-11. We're going to keep it right here and bring you every bit of the action. I imagine they're going to start the homecoming festivities just as fast as possible, so I don't want to go to a break or anything, and with the risk that you might miss something.
And I'm down here with Coach Lucas right now. Coach, 33-point game here at the break. What'd you see good? What is there left to improve here in the second half?
We're executing finally. We're coming together now, something that we've been trying to do for a while. I wanted to score in that first series, to kind of get a little bit momentum, but our defense came back and stopped them, and then we came down and scored. I think that's one of the things we've been trying to focus on is getting that first series scoring. But Brandon has gotten in a rhythm now. Our defense is playing extremely well. The things that's still haunting us right now, and it'll haunt us as we continue in the season, are penalties. The block in the back or the holding, the jumping off sides, stuff like that. We got to stop those penalties. I mean, we had too many last week. Moving down the road, moving forward, those things will hurt you, and I want to stay away from that. It makes us look undisciplined, which we're not. So, but other than that, they're playing well. We still got a lot of football left to play here, and we got to get better as PA. PA has to get better. We can't worry about Van Buren right now. PA has to get better.
Question from upstairs. They're wanting to know if senior Will Scrivanos has a play coming his way. They're getting weird upstairs.
I'm praying on that one.
Thank you, Coach.
We'll take it.
There you go.
All right, we'll go to halftime festivities right now. Thank you so much, Bradley.
Emma Grace is the co-captain of Junior High Cheer Squad. She is also a member of the Lady Bruin Junior High Volleyball Team, Medical Club, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Miss Emma Grace Kimball.
Miss Berkeley Courtney Moore. Berkeley is the daughter of Wes Moore and Allison Courtney and is escorted tonight by her father, Wes Moore. Berkeley is co-captain of the Junior High Cheer Squad. She is also a member of the Lady Bruin Junior High Volleyball Team and Upper School Student Council. Berkeley is also very active in the acting community. Miss Berkeley Courtney Moore. Miss Mary Montgomery Tyner. Mary Montgomery is the daughter of Lynn and Amanda Tyner and is escorted tonight by her father, Lynn Tyner. Mary Montgomery is part of the varsity cheer squad and the Bruin tennis team. Additionally, she is a member of Spanish Club and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Miss Mary Margaret Tyner. Miss Caroline York. Caroline is the daughter of Mark and Jennifer York and is escorted tonight by her father, Mark York. Caroline is on the varsity cheer squad and the Bruin swim team. She is an active member of the Spanish Club and Amnesty International, as well as the Knitting Club. Miss Caroline York. Our junior class is proudly represented by Miss Ishal John. Ishal is the daughter of Nasim Zafar and Sayud John, and is escorted tonight by her father, Sayud John. Ishal serves as the vice president for Amnesty International. She also is an integral part of our PA drumline, the upper school band, and Model United Nations. Miss Ishal John. Miss Kate Weatherly. Kate is the daughter of Jeff Weatherly and Tiffany Weatherly, and is escorted tonight by her father, Jeff Weatherly. Kate serves as the junior class vice president and the Spanish club co-president. She is a member of the Lady Bruins volleyball team. Kate is participating in the Angels of Hope program for the 20th Century Club. Miss Kate Weatherly. Our senior class is proudly represented by Miss Weslyn Campbell. Weslyn is the daughter of Heath and Sheena Campbell and is escorted tonight by her father, Heath Campbell. Weslyn is a member of the varsity cheer squad. She is an active member in Young Life Campaigners and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Weslyn also is a senior spokesman for Fringe. Miss Weslyn Campbell. Miss Jules Ifra. Jules is the daughter of Patrick and Dina Ifra and is escorted tonight by her father, Patrick Ifra. Jules serves as co-captain of the varsity cheer squad and a member of Lady Bruins lacrosse team. Additionally, she is involved in Model United Nations, Amnesty International, the Knitting Club, and the Marine Biology Club. Jules has been inducted into Mu Alpha Theta, Beta Club, and National Honor Society. Miss Jules Ifra. Miss Ellis McDaniel. Ellis is the daughter of Matt and Heather McDaniel and is escorted tonight by her father, Matt McDaniel. Ellis is captain of the varsity cheer squad and Lady Bruin volleyball team. She also serves on the Student Venture Leadership team. Ellis has been inducted into the National Honor Society, Beta Club, and Mu Alpha Theta. Ellis received the Service Above Self Award from the Angels of Hope program last year. Miss Ellis McDaniel. At this time, the interim head of school, Miss Rachel Deems, will crown the 2023 Football Homecoming Queen. Congratulations, Jules Ifra. Congratulations to Miss Jules Ifra and our entire homecoming court. Let's hear it for our 2023 football homecoming court. And now let's welcome the PA Bruin dance team.
show that's truly enchanting. Tonight, the Pulaski Academy Bruins is opening this magical evening with a band as we dive headfirst into the whimsical world of Harry Potter with a spellbinding piece from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Wizard Wheezes, featuring junior Jack Lowenthal on the trumpet. Let's hear it for the Bruin Brigade.
It's dark times for the wizarding world and muggles alike as we enter the soundtrack of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. And the band performs Obliviate and Ministry of Magic. But that's not all. We've saved the most magical treat for the end as we conclude our show. The Pulaski Academy Bruin Brigade will take you on a musical adventure through some of your favorite Harry Potter melodies. Hedwig's Theme, Nimbus 2000, and Dumbledore's Army. The Broom Brigade is under the direction of Mr. Lane Martins and is conducted on the field by senior drum major Thomas Gamble. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pulaski Academy Bruin Brigade.
At Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Akel's Carpet One, it's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. Please join us in congratulating the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week, Senior Miles Ward. Miles gives 100% all the time and is committed to doing the right thing in the classroom, on the football field, and on the wrestling mat. He embraces being part of a team and doing what he can to help the team be successful. Miles is also a great mentor to younger players on the teams. Please join us in congratulating Miles Ward, the Student Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Bowen Heffley Orthopedic. Visit them online at bowenheffleyortho.com. This Friday Night Spotlight is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Pulaski Academy would like you to join us in recognizing our core value student of the week, Joshua Montgomery. Joshua's work ethic and dependability are exemplary and allow him to shine in the classroom and on the field. His intellect, character, and passion set him apart as a role model for others. He models integrity, excellence, respect, and responsibility every day. Congratulations to Joshua Montgomery for being named our Core Value Student of the Week. Our Core Value Student of the Week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares.
Welcome back, and this has been your Akel's Carpet One halftime show, where we make it beautiful for less. Visit them online at akelscarpet1.com.
wasn't sure if you meant we make it beautiful or they make it beautiful.
Well,
you
that's
said
their
we.
slogan.
Well, but I mean, you're talking about the crew here.
That's their I mean,
Yeah,
we
I'm
do
just
make
saying.
it beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you ought to look in this room.
And the most beautiful part is our faces are rarely ever on the stream. That's the most beautiful part.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a constant box of the scene inside the booth.
No, they don't need to see
My
that.
mom always told me I had a face for radio.
Exactly.
That's great. It was a nice homecoming, court and stuff that we held.
Yeah.
Saw some of the, I guess, a lot of my old friends. I had my 10-year reunion last year, so I just saw a lot of the guys that I was friends with.
Hang on.
Hey, look.
Get over that.
I know. But just saw a lot of the guys that I was friends with that I played with here, that were here for their 10-year reunion tonight. So
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, now we're going to kick this one back off, and looks like they're going to start at the Bruin 49-yard line for the second half. We were talking about it earlier, and if you're not familiar, we did make a mention of the sportsmanship rule earlier, and that's simply where we have a running clock, but we are 2 points shy. Once any team is 35 points ahead in the second half at any point, then we'll have a running clock for the remainder of the game. But we're not there yet. That was Elijah Johnson with the reception again. Just short of the first down marker. It'll be 2nd and 1.
And we'll see what coaching adjustments, if any, are made, coming out in this second half for Van Buren. I'm sure PA will continue to try to do what they've done. I don't know, maybe play a little more conservative brand of football, but we'll see what Van Buren decides to go with here.
Has the snap. He's going to keep this one. He's across the 40, the 35, and runs out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Excuse me, that's the 33-yard line.
And I'm interested to see, with some of the penalties that we saw in the first half, we heard Coach Lucas at halftime say that we are a disciplined ball club, and he wants to see, us play like that. So I'll be interested to see if we can cut back on those penalties and avoid some of those mental mistakes.
It's getting warm in here. I might end up opening this window if that's all right with
Yeah,
y'all.
fine
Go
with
for
me.
it.
Pressure's on.
There we go. I don't know about y'all, but it was getting kind of
Yeah,
sticky to me.
Feels great.
It does feel great. It's 66 degrees out there. I know Bradley said he was getting chilly.
Yeah, just a nice brisk air coming
yeah,
at you every once in a while.
It's so warm up here.
Hey, get back to your
I had
job.
to go get my hoodie in the car. No, it feels great. Great day for a football game.
Perkins looks to pass, passes out there, and it is complete. Who did he find? Well, take a guess. Oh, excuse me, that's Tristan Ray. I thought it was number 0 again.
Yeah, it did. It was a tricky. Those 6s and 8s and 0s all just kind of look the same.
I do expect them to get him more involved than he was in the first half.
He has 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now he's going to pass to the left side. It's complete. That is Cameron Keller with the reception.
And a nice job there by Caden Nash coming from his middle linebacker spot to track him down on man coverage and just limit it to a 1-yard gain.
And we've seen PA really, kind of bend but don't break on defense tonight. So, I mean, if you look at the stat sheet, I'm sure, some of the yardage totals by Van Buren are there. It just hasn't translated into points. So, definitely playing a good bend but don't break style of defense here tonight.
Perkins passes to the right side this time. It's complete to Cameron Keller. He turns it upfield, makes his way to about the 11-yard line. So it looks like it'll be 2nd and 4. No, 3rd and 4. Now he has 3 receivers on the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield on his right side. They look back to the sideline for the play. Plenty of time.
Luckily, they looked back to the sideline because PA's secondary was kind of in shambles there, moving around. They look a little more settled now.
There's the snap. Passes to the left side. Oh! It's intercepted by the Bruins.
Who's got that one?
Looks like that is number 14, Patton Wicker.
And Bradley, I guess you could say that's the hat trick of interceptions tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Another one. We've knocked out
nice.
One could say that. That's both hockey and soccer. Nice job.
There we go.
That is
Hey,
5.
A quick question for the Pulaski Academy alumni in the booth. Were any of y'all part of the Marine Biology Club? Because I heard that during halftime.
I can assure you that was not a club that I was a part
I
of.
don't think so for me either.
That's very cool, though, and only at Pulaski Academy.
Right. Oh, ball came loose.
Yeah, I think I had a little chess club.
Hey, now I was on the chess club back in the
a
day.
little chess club.
Mm-hmm. That was really just an excuse to leave for lunch and play chess. But,
exactly
you know,
right.
hey, it got a little bit better, I guess.
We've been playing online for the last 2 or 3 years with the chess club now over on chess.com. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm in there. I'll play like 5 or 6 games a day.
Ooh, Brandon trying to get to the edge.
Now, here's a fun stat for you specifically, and it's about the game. Guess who it is that will systemically kick my butt at chess?
I know the answer to this, but I'm going to let Jason guess.
Without a doubt, every time.
That's on PA's football team?
Oh, he's on the field right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's either the center or the quarterback.
Is it? It is Coach Adam Thrash.
Okay. Oh, you know what? That's an interesting
He's
fact.
an absolute animal
He
at
is
chess.
insane
Yes.
at chess.
I mean, of all the coaches, the offensive coordinator, that makes sense.
I guess so, yeah.
I think he's
drawing up some attacks.
He's low-key brilliant is what Christina says.
Yeah.
I think his chess.com rating is 1,200 something.
See, that you threw me a curveball. I'm thinking what players on the field. And I'm like, that's got to be a center or quarterback thing.
No, he is absolutely a baller at chess.
The more you know.
Hey, I think that counts as a sport.
Chess. You sweat while playing chess, huh?
Well, maybe.
I'll take it.
I mean, you have opponents.
You have opponents.
There's that outside zone.
Right. Goes to the left side. I think he did. Yeah, I'm waiting to see if they move the chains. He is right there on it.
Yeah, where's he going to spot it? First down.
There we go. Now they're going to start moving. 1st and 10 for the Bruins.
And, you know, Jason's kind of a rare guy that comes up into the booth, but really the third quarter is cemented around these parts as just the Blake and Josh go off on really crazy tangents.
That's right.
So just join in whenever you want.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll go with it.
I mean, we've now gotten into is chess a sport and do you sweat while playing it? So we're here now.
No, I'm on board.
I would say chess is more of a game than a sport.
Yeah, I kind of lean more towards a game.
It's related. It's kind of like asking, is chili a soup? No, it's more of a stew.
Yeah. Well, I have now a mental image of Josh on his phone playing chess.com app, really just sweating in his house.
Okay, not at my house, but actually while I'm at the gym, yes.
Hey, yes.
I do that all the time.
You just stand outside in the heat.
Oh, it's an interception by the Pointers. Taking it away, that's number 41, Uriah Henson.
Yeah, that's not something we see often, from out of our guys. But, obviously it does happen. But it looked like that was kind of bad as soon as it left his hand.
Yeah.
The corner. Corner did a good job. Just reading it, jumping it, to catch it. Luckily, didn't turn it into a pick six because of the hustle by the quarterback making a play. But yeah, that was kind of tough from the get-go.
Yeah, it seemed like he was either indecisive or it kind of came out soft in his hands and just didn't get over that defender that he was trying to get over. But, another huge play for the Pointers and puts them in really good field position to start here.
He's got 2 receivers on the left. Hand off quickly to the man in the backfield who picks up a few yards. That is, again, Cameron Keller. Caden Nash with the stop.
Yep, and I see Peyton Adams down there in the middle causing more chaos like we were talking about.
At the 16-yard line,
It's interesting, but it seems like we do have more fans in the stands from Van Buren now than we did at the very beginning of the game. So maybe they were just late getting
traffic jam out there.
That's all it is.
2 receivers on the left. Man in motion now. He has the snap. Looking downfield, passes out there, and it's batted away by one of the Bruins. He really wanted to catch that one.
Yeah, nice job there by Caden Nash, kind of sliding over into the passing lane and getting his hands up there to bat it down. Hey, check that American flag out there. That wind is whipping.
It is.
Speaking of tangents to go off in the third quarter.
What a sight. There's nothing like looking over a football field on a fall night, American flags waving, weight room in the backdrop.
Under the lights.
Bryce Perkins just came off the field for the Pointers.
Oh, you're right. Number 7 in the quarterback, Elijah Johnson. So he's moving from his receiver spot into the quarterback. See what he's got. Well.
Ouch.
The defense had a few words for that. Jake Fuller and Miles Ward back there to combine on the sack.
I love that the defense just dialed that up. Love that we just decided to dial that up.
New quarterback in, put some pressure on him, no
exactly,
doubt.
Exactly. And he is listed on our sheet as a wide receiver quarterback. So I'm not sure if this is a typical Wildcat package that they like to run, or if they are going with something different right now.
Yeah, if he's listed on there as a slash quarterback, you'd think he'd probably get some reps in there. So he's probably pretty comfortable. But another long field goal set up here for the Pointers.
There's a whistle. Not sure what that was about. Derek Kelly.
Delay a game. Offense.
I missed that one.
PT attempt.
Yeah, they took their time getting set for that one.
We'll see if they decide to keep the field goal unit out. I guess they are.
Gosh, this will be even more impressive.
When Perkins came off, he didn't seem 100%. I'm not sure if he got injured there or not. I mean, he came off on his own power too, so.
It's definitely something to monitor with the quarterback situation for the Pointers.
Here's Derek Kelly. Oh, no, he did not
get a good hold there.
Didn't get a good hold, didn't get a good hit on didn't get a good kick.
So that was not tipped?
I don't think so. I don't think it ever really got settled down there.
It cleared the lines. It's just a bad hold.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Bruins lead 44-11.
And what a stand by the defense.
Yeah,
what a stand by the defense for that to happen, and throw an interception, and resiliency out of the defense, especially with that field position. That is great work by the Bruins.
Going back to our live fan feedback real quick. Yay, Walden, keep up the great work tonight from Mrs. Davis, the art teacher. Excuse me, Miss Davis. Another one says, go Bruins, and Caden Nash watching from Jefferson, Arkansas. Love Pop Pop and Mama. Go Peyton Juice Adams and the Bruins from Aunt Nikki in Benton. And lastly, we've got loving the 3-stripe pink uniforms tonight. Go Bruins from Adidas America. There's the snap, rolling out the right side, throwing it deep. Just almost in the hands of Walden Culpepper.
And that's a great ball. I mean, that was a good ball. I mean, to throw that ball on the move like that, that's impressive.
Yeah, rolling to his right and got it out in front of the receiver 40 yards downfield, and just had a little bit too much gas on it to get ahead of him.
And he's had an impressive development over time that we've seen out of our quarterback play. I mean, it's been that is not an easy ball that he just threw. So he's made a lot of good passes tonight. But it's just impressive some of the things that he's able to do.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left, man in the backfield. He has the snap, throwing it to his right side, and just again missed it. But some good pass coverage there from Landon Evans of the Pointers.
Good coverage, but. Again, I mean, that is the ball that he just threw.
Place.
That is an impressive ball that he just threw. I mean, that's right over the back shoulder. I mean, that's right where he wants to put it.
Yeah, he got a right hand on that ball.
Yeah, the ball, again, like Jason was saying, the ball is in the right place, and it was just really good coverage.
Cobb has the snap, rolling out the right side, throws it. Ooh. And almost caught by wide receiver Anthony Lucas.
Yeah, I'm going to need to see 2 hands from Coach Lucas right there. That was not good enough effort. He's really going to need to put 2 hands up.
That's good
if you can touch the ball, you can catch the ball.
Exactly, right. Yeah.
I've heard him preach it a million times. I want to know what's the problem here.
Well, I'll give him a break. I think his hops have gone a little bit shorter than they
once
were. Yeah, I mean, since 97, I think they have gone,
Should I ask about his hops during the postgame?
I would love that. Yeah. I would love that.
You really do need to bring up the missed catch there.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
No, you should. All right, well, tell him it's from me.
You can text him.
All right.
Hey, you still look at him. Look, it looks like he could still get out there and play.
Oh, he could run a couple routes. He'd be tired, but yeah.
All right, here's the Pointers going the other
nice
direction.
job.
Get that pass batted down.
Yeah, and that receiver was number 13. Philip Steele was open if it didn't get a hand on it.
When we talk about Coach Lucas looking like he could still play, I would put our coaching staff up against. I would put our whole coaching staff on a field. I think they beat all the other coaching staffs in the state now.
Look,
so how comfortable would you two be in a set of pads right now?
Me?
Both of you.
Oh,
give me one play.
I mean, at what level am I playing at? Because I'll tell you, I still got a little bit of juice.
I was gonna say,
Christina's over here could be in a pick me girl saying, "I'll do it. Pick me."
If Jason's out on this field, there's gonna be some hurt Pointers. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh man, yeah, I could still go a little bit. I wouldn't want to play. I wouldn't want to play offensive line though. If I got to go back out, I mean, maybe a little rush edge. Throw me a linebacker.
Boy, yeah.
Linebacker.
Was that you that came back to practice a couple times and was playing end?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, I
did.
do remember that. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Coach Wyatt. I mean, just the consistency over a long time. He's got just the physique, the shoulders, the whole 9 yards, and then you add in Coach Jones, who just looks like a ball of muscle running around there.
He looks like a beast. Just now.
Which, granted, I'm pretty sure he was playing college football like 2 years ago.
Right, that's probably true.
Yeah,
that's probably true.
But I mean, Coach Thrash, Coach Taylor, like the whole group, Coach Barnett. I mean, the whole group. I mean,
they're a fearsome group now.
Coach Jones has got a nice little beard going right now.
He's working it. He's going for the playoff beard, maybe.
Yeah, I gave him some tips before the game tonight.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. We were talking about beard balms and waxes and
balm,
oils.
The oil. You know.
Did you give him some tips or some pointers?
Yep.
Oh, some pointers. Yeah, I'm checking the scoreboard. It's still the third quarter, so yes.
It is.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah, 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The Bruins are up 44-11.
And I'm not even sure we've called a play in the last 10 plays, but hey, we're having fun.
Chance McKendra's Auntie Evelyn and Emery are hollering for the Bruins all the way from Douglasville, Georgia.
I feel like Chance McKendra's whole family is watching us right now.
Family.
We've got all over. We got Georgia. I think there was a Texas.
His whole
earlier.
family tree. I love it. There's the snap, looking to pass under pressure, and big tackle for loss. That's Miles Ward.
Oh, yeah. He got back there and sacked that quarterback.
And, again, you see multiple pink jerseys around where the play is happening. That's why, like, this unit, the whole unit, anytime you see a tackle being made, you can tell when a well-coached, disciplined group like this, you see all those jerseys of the same color just swarming.
Yeah,
because the quarterback's been elusive. He's a lot of times we've seen him escape. One of the pressures, but right there on the coming off the other edge. We've seen a lot of time that person be able to come in and finish it off.
Kelly looks for some redemption.
Yep.
Oh wow!
Looks like he got it too.
That was hard too. He could have stepped back a few more yards.
Well, the first one that he sent tonight went clear over the Buck Center into the creek, and then this one I think he put a dent over the door. So we'll take it. So that extends the score for the Pointers by 3. So they've got 44-14 now. Bruins lead. 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
So at what point do you start clipping the third quarter as just its own podcast?
You know what? Don't give me ideas.
I know. I should know better. I really should.
Yeah, you've known me long enough.
I know you well enough to know that you do sweat when you play chess, specifically during day games at Dickey Stevens Park.
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of sweating going on at day games at Dickey Stevens Park.
That air conditioning.
Yeah, but he's in an air conditioning booth, though.
Well,
he has no excuse.
But really, is it that air conditioned? Yeah, I mean, I had a swamp cooler up there for half the season. Here comes the kickoff back to the Bruins from Derek Kelly. Nice.
He's got a leg.
He's got one, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. Well, maybe it does. Did it go out of bounds right there?
That was close.
I don't see a flag.
Oh, he did throw one.
He did throw a flag. Okay, yep. I think it went out of bounds like right at the 1 yard line.
False start. Kicking team.
Oh.
Pulaski Academy will get the ball at the 35.
That is not what I
I
expected.
think it's supposed to be a legal procedure, but yes, same signal.
Another one from our live fan feedback. Shout out to the Rushing family cheering on the Bruins, and number 73 from, oh my goodness, try my best to say this, Escatawpa, Mississippi.
Whoa, I haven't seen that one before.
No.
Whoa, ball's out.
Ball's loose. I think
Oh.
yeah, I think they got it. The Pointers recovered it.
Yeah, and we've seen pretty good ball security for most of the night up to this point out of the guys, but those mistakes. It did look like that ball got hit. He got hit right where that ball was, and it just popped out.
Yeah, and Coach Lucas is not going to be happy with the way they came out of the halftime with the interception down here and another fumble. Just not the start you're looking for in the second half.
One more message says, I love the way the PA team works together. That's Dudley Bowden in Jonesboro. That is Walden Culpepper's uncle. Oh, nice pass and complete to Trenton Cooley. I think that makes his third reception tonight.
Bryce Perkins was able to make a return for the Pointers.
Oh, yeah, he is back out there.
Good to see. I'm glad to see he's not seriously injured.
Yep.
He's in the shotgun, 2 receivers on either end of the field, has the snap, throws it quickly, and finds Trenton Cooley. That was impressive to make that pass under the pressure that he was seeing.
Yeah, good catch with Patton Wicker right on his back, and Patton stopped that for just a short gain.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3 yards to go for Van Buren.
Yeah, Perkins was actually out there the last series they had.
Yep.
Seems like he got a little bit of a hitch in his giddy up, but beyond that, he's out there.
Has the snap, rolls out to the right side, and oh my goodness, took a big hit.
Yeah, that was number 45,
Jackson Redmond.
Yeah,
You got
sophomore
two players
linebacker.
down.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Peyton Adams down for the Bruins as well.
Yeah. It's making me nervous. He wasn't moving at first, but he seems to be.
Yeah.
He was always rocking a little bit, so he wasn't like out or anything.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise,
probably
pretty
just
still.
knew better than to move until our athletic trainer Todd Ross got over there. Oh, good.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
Always good when you see them get up on their own feet. And looks like the other side, we've got good news there as well. That's fantastic. Good grief. One play, 2 players from 2 different sides of the field go down, and so Trey Adams is off the field on his own, and that's Peyton Shear. I hope I'm saying that name correctly, and if there's a Van Buren fan out there and want to tell me specifically how to say that, I would appreciate it. I want to make sure to say them correctly.
Chris was saying Pashir.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
Now the officials are having a confab about where they're going to go after the game tonight. One of them I heard wants to go to Taco Bell. The other one said Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, it's a Buffalo Wild Wings night for these guys.
Then the other 2 looked at him and went, "Dude, Chuck E. Cheese hasn't been open in years, right? Didn't they close?"
I can't remember where we used to go after all that. I think Razorback Pizza maybe.
That or probably Waffle House. If
yeah. It's been a couple games at Waffle House.
Yeah. The near sideline judge just Googled, "Is Homer's still open?"
Uh-oh, here he goes again.
You better watch out. Oh, Trenton Cooley. Trenton Cooley has the ball. Yeah, you better watch out. You better not cry. Trenton Cooley is going to.
Go on.
I don't know. I'm lost now.
We have seen him. We have seen him make some great plays tonight.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Tyreek Hill in the way that he spins and keeps going after contact.
Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh. Did we pick it off?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
no.
He says out of bounds.
No.
Yeah, but Cooley, I mean, you said Tyreek Hill. I mean, and that's what I think out of, Van Buren. If I was on that sideline, trying to use him like Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, use the motions, get him moving faster. Yeah.
He's definitely been an electric playmaker, and that's what our coaching staff did, let me know before the game that's what they were keying in on for them. So he has ended up putting together a nice game, but would like to see more of him.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes they leave him out at that wide receiver spot, and he just kind of gets lost in the fray of a corner locked up on him. Here you see him in the right slot, so keep your eye on that.
Has the snap, looking to pass. Passes out there, incomplete. And they're going to blow that dead. It looks like around the 15-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
At the 13-yard line, 3rd and 4.
Now he has 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, but 1 man in the backfield on his left side. They're spread out all the way across the field. He has the snap. Looking to pass. Pass is going into the end zone, and no one there to catch it.
Just sticky coverage. You know, our secondary has really been doing a great job tonight. Each one of them, credit to them, because obviously there's been some plays that were made by Van Buren down the field, but for the most part, I mean, we've got a guy right there anytime the ball's thrown.
This is the second game in a row that we've barely called KJ Colin's name, and that's because they're not throwing to him at all.
Yeah.
Like they're just not looking his way.
I think the only time that we've actually called his name was on a couple of kickoff returns.
Right.
Yeah.
That crossing route was caught, and it's pretty close to the 1st down. Let's see where they spot it.
43 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
That's right on the line. Oh, yeah, we get a measurement.
From our Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Live fan feedback, go Bruins, biggest PA fan. For my 20th class reunion, he's home for his 20th class reunion. That's Drew Mason, class of 2003.
That's not right. That was only 10 years ago. Right?
Yeah.
That was only 10?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're part of the class of 2003.
No, 5 years after that.
Hey, you and me.
Hey, just not the same school.
Well.
Or the same state.
Oh, okay.
Hey, 08.
Yeah. 08's great.
Babies.
Wow, you guys had the same slogan we did. That's crazy.
Yeah, kind of fell into it. Here we go. 1st down. Goal to go.
Oh! Don't catch that ball. You don't want that there.
Yeah, good point.
I don't know. It's 2nd down, maybe you do.
Yeah.
I mean, grind it out.
Yeah. That was kind of some of those. That was similar.
Catch the ball. Let the offense take care of it.
Yeah.
Let them worry about it.
Your job's done at that point. Yeah, it looked like all those plays we saw last week where the ball was tipped around and the secondary had their hand on it, but not quite enough. Maybe had one hand on it, just couldn't finish it.
Perkins in the shotgun, with this time with an empty set. Has 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Passes. It's complete. Turns it upfield across the 5, and touchdown, Pointers.
Again, they went back to that crossing route coming from the right side all the way across to the left, and the Bruin defense has just backed up just enough to give them some room underneath.
That was Bashir with the touchdown.
And we see Van Buren just continues to fight.
I know. They're not giving up for sure.
Yeah, they're playing their game, continuing to fight, making a ball game out of it.
Got another kicker in here for the extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good. That was off of the foot of Manning Dodson. 6'3", 180 pounds.
Yeah, you're talking about Van Buren fighting back. Those of us that are Seinfeld fans know the Van Buren boys have some fight in them. And apparently that's lost on the booth. Seriously?
Might be time to run it back.
Killing me.
Got some Timmy Trumpet going on. Now this makes me think of baseball season every time.
That's what I was thinking.
23 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. Folks, tonight's game and all of our games are brought to you by Crown Trophy of Little Rock. You know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even coworkers. But more than that, they can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. So whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com. You know, we've got so many fantastic sponsors between Rise Counseling and Diagnostics, Akel's Carpet One, Caldwell Toyota, Crown Trophy, Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty, and the Hounds Lounge. So anytime you visit one of our sponsors, be sure to thank them for being a part of Pulaski Academy. Nice onside kick attempt by Van Buren. Quickly covered up by Max Conine.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was kind of a dangerous onside kick there. It was about to take a huge bounce, but Max kind of stuffed it down into the ground.
Yeah, if there is a team who knows how to cover an onside kick, though, also,
right.
It's the guys in pink.
Yeah, they see a lot more onside kicks in practice than anyone ever does. So let's see if the PA offense can put something together. 2 bad drives in a row.
This time he has 2 receivers left, 2 right, 1 man in the tailback slot. Quick pass is out to William Sabota on the left side of the field. He makes his way across the 45. Looks like the 45 is where they'll mark it. 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line, they'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This time he has twins stacked on the right. Excuse me, is that triplets on the right side? I couldn't tell. Quick shovel pass over to Andrew Pfizer with the carry. There's a flag. Comes in late in the play.
He stopped by number 8, Tristan Gray. There's a PI roofing penalty flag.
Let's see what this PI roofing penalty flag is about.
During the run, holding, offense, number 16 from the spot of the foul, 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So after the penalty is assessed, they've placed the ball at the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 14. 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
It looked like that was Peyton Crabtree over here that had pulled around and was out here in space. So it was nice to see him out there. He made a great block. I know we went backwards, but he made a great block there.
Yeah, noticed the same thing. Peyton's been playing really well for them up front on the offensive line.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Bruin football here in just a moment.
Central Arkansas Mahindra can provide you with the latest and best in outdoor power products to make your outdoor living more enjoyable. Combine this wide array of selections with their friendly and knowledgeable staff, and we're convinced they will become your only stop for all of your outdoor power needs. They're happy to help you find either the perfect outdoor power equipment, service, or the parts you've been looking for. Check out their inventory of Mahindra, Ferris, and Husqvarna equipment. If you need help in making your selection, call or just stop in. They're always ready to help. Visit them online at centralarkansasmahindra.com.
All right, we're back just in time. There's the snap. Cobb passes to the left side. That's complete to Sabota. Makes his way up to about the 41-yard line. And that will bring up 3rd down and 1 yard to go for the Bruins.
42-yard line, 3rd and 1.
Stuckey's rooting for the Bruins from Crooked Creek. Good to have you along. There's the snap. Quick handoff. Turns it upfield. Makes his way across the 40. That does pick up the Hounds Lounge first down.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing, going into the fourth quarter, if our play calling maybe will turn a little more conservative here, just looking at how much time's on the clock and, with it being the point differential that it is. But, sometimes you wish teams just kept doing what they do best.
Yeah.
And what we do best is, not just run the ball up the middle and play conservative brand of football. I'd like to see us continue to play the way we play.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Now a man in motion. He has the snap. Cobb rolls out the pocket, looking to the right side. The pass is out there. It's complete to Andrew Pfizer. Turns it upfield and makes his way across the 30-yard line. I think that could be, depending on the spot, another first down, but we do have a Van Buren player down on the turf.
It's number 14, Hayden Green.
Hayden
and he was
Green.
down early in the play.
There's a Pointer player down on the play.
You know, these kind of moments when we have injuries on the field, it's a lot easier to watch, and you don't worry as much early in the season because nearly always it's just, a cramp, which, you'd think, it's no big deal. Yeah, it hurts. It sucks to be in that position, but, you get some water, get some pickle juice or, some Lay's potato chips or whatever, and you're good to go. And so you get this far into the season when it's not as hot, like 66 degrees out here right now, and it really could be anything. It makes you just kind of take a step back for a moment.
Yeah, as awesome of a sport as football is, it looks like he's going to be okay. But as great of a sport as football is, well, you've got a 100. You play for a couple of years, you got a 100% injury rate. It's just it's part of the game, and it's the part of the game that's the only bad part of the game. But all these guys are so tough, and at this point in the year for everyone on either team, something is hurt. So it's kind of one of those things where every guy that we see out here, you just got to respect them that much more for being tough and playing through certain things.
Yeah. So that was number 14, Hayden Green. Looks like he is walking off the field. Real quick, want to mention a big congratulations to former Bruin Matthew Hugg, who just today released his first single on all major platforms. It's called Trippin'. He co-wrote the lyrics, the music, and plays the guitar and does vocals. And he also did the artwork for the single. So check it out. You can find it on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, and so on.
That's awesome. Congratulations to him. Yeah, really cool. I went to his sister. You obviously knew her from PA, but Anna Hugg. I went to her engagement party last weekend. And, it's just always great to see what a great PA family that I've always loved, getting to know them and, getting to hang out with them over the years. But congratulations to Matthew, and congratulations to Anna on her engagement.
So I'm watching on the other side of the field. There is a flag on the field. I don't think I noticed that during the play.
I think they threw it on the coach afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no flag on the play.
Nope, maybe not.
We're going to wave it off. All right, everyone's pulled in tight in this formation. Twins stacked on the right side, a single receiver on their left. Little play action, misdirection there, and the Bruins carrying the ball across the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, and touchdown, Bruins. Walden Culpepper.
There they go again.
Yeah, he just walked the tightrope over here on the sideline.
Yeah, that was impressive feat of athleticism right there that we saw. I know I wouldn't have kept my balance over there.
Right.
I almost fell down. It doesn't take much, but still.
So the Bruins extend their lead 50-21 and looking to put a point after on the board. Let's see. The kick is up, and a kick is good. I thought that whistle was a little early, wasn't it? I was thinking there was a flag the way they blew the whistle, but I guess
they blew it right as the ball went up.
Interesting.
Did I just see a water bottle flip graphic on the video board?
I think maybe you did. I don't know what Jake is up to.
I
want to see it again. Tell him I want to see it again. What was that? Yeah, he said it was a bottle flip. Oh, okay, it's good. Okay. I like it. I didn't even know that one was in there.
I didn't either.
Jake McGill, ladies and gentlemen.
The creatives are out there.
Did he load that in there?
I don't know. He might have. Jake, did you load that one in there, or was that there? He's walking over here. I should say he's hobbling over here. Did you load that in there, or was that already there? It was already there. Okay, I didn't even know it was there. Okay. I'm not sure if you heard that. He said, whenever you're up by a lot, you can get away with some crazy things.
This is true.
It is true.
This is true.
Oh, there's your helicopter, and it goes straight out of bounds, right into Coach Lucas's hands.
I'm assuming that hits a Pointer player.
Yes. Yeah, that's typically the end result there, isn't it? It bounces
Well, yeah,
off
the idea
leg.
is for it to hit the player and create a ricochet. But since they didn't throw a penalty flag, that means that the refs are saying that it did touch them at some point before it went out.
I just didn't see it from my angle. We'll take it.
And we'll see what the Van Buren offense coming back out. You know, they've showed a lot of promise here in the second half of some explosive plays on offense. So
yeah,
let's see if they continue to try to play the same brand of football that they have since the second half started.
Perkins has the snap, going to pass to the left side. The pass is complete to Cameron Keller. He runs out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Yeah, John Stephen on the coverage out there at his right linebacker spot. One-on-one coverage.
Oh, just going to run it right up the middle this time. Picked up 1 yard, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
And they are battling. You know, the Van Buren, they've come out, they've continued to battle from start to finish, but they're also battling that sportsmanship.
Yeah,
well, it's like every time we've been teetering on that line.
Yeah.
And look, I don't blame them. I mean, they're staying in it.
Yeah, they've definitely shown some poise here to continue to battle, like you said, and just keep kind of grinding out some first downs, the 3rd and short here that they can pick up.
Bryce Perkins has 3 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. He's going to go to the left side. He's going deep.
Ooh.
Oh, and he doesn't make a connection. That's Trent Cooley that was the intended receiver.
Yeah, great coverage there by KJ. We got to finally get to mention KJ in coverage. They finally tried to test him, and, hey, nothing going on over there.
Lockdown.
So 4th down. This is another – think about it. Who was that? Oh, right, of course. It's Homer's kitchen table 4th down conversion attempt. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Oh, it's a handoff, and it popped out. So the Bruins will take it right there. And I think that will go down as a fumble recovery and not just a turnover on downs.
Yeah, looks like Caden Nash came away with it finally.
So we understand the situation here with the score on the clock, but, you know, you have a situation like that. You've got a turnover like that. I'd love to see PA come out with a shot play here or something. You know, a big play off a turnover and really go for it.
You know, the one thing I haven't seen from the Bruins this year is any kind of, you know, real different, shake it up, confuse everybody kind of trick play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. I'm hoping we get to see something like that tonight.
I mean, Coach said he'd pray about the Will Scrivinos.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love to see Scurv out there with a carry.
Well, look, in my experience, if you're an offensive lineman and you're about to touch the ball, you want to call your play, you know, inside the 10-yard line.
Oh,
really.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not really trying to run 50 yards as an offensive lineman. So,
you say that like any of us would
right.
never make it 50 yards.
50.
Hey, shoot for the moon, you'll hit a star.
Yeah.
Pass goes to the left side. That is complete to Alex Zeldin, and there is a PI roofing penalty flag on the field.
Alex Zeldin carries on the play. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. There's a PI roofing penalty flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. Number 17. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat 2nd down.
I will say I know one former player that came to mind when we were talking about that is Wesley Coleman.
Oh,
was offensive lineman for me. He knew in his mind that he was a running back. However, he did weigh 300+ pounds.
Yeah, that's an interesting looking running back.
If you gave him the ball at the 50, he thought he was going to go 50.
Yep.
Until he started running, probably.
Oh, look at this.
Speaking of going 50.
Nate Thomas Jr. at the 20. Oh, my goodness. And he's finally brought down by Peyton Shear.
Just opened up right in the middle. Pull some guys around. I mean, that's been a staple of our offense tonight.
Yeah, beautiful seam right there created in the middle. Peyton Crabtree, Scriv in the middle, and Evan Goodwin as well. Great job by the interior offensive lineman.
Goodness gracious. Bruins looking back to the sidelines for the play. They've got 12 seconds on the play clock. 9 seconds. Oh, who is this? Oh, nope, never mind. I thought that was going to be Nate Thomas taking the snap. Oh, he's going into the end zone. I'm shocked. Kind of shocked there wasn't a flag there.
Oh, that's a lot of contact.
I was going to say.
Maybe there was a thought of it being an uncatchable ball, but I mean, even before the ball was in the air,
I think there was a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact down there.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see, Nate Thomas and Chance both kind of making a name for themselves over the last couple of weeks of just getting those explosive runs, turning those 4 or 5 yard plays into 20-yard runs. So it's something to really think about.
Triplets stacked on the right side of the field.
And up goes to Nate Thomas Jr.
Nothing going in the middle there.
No, big 99 in the middle, holding it up. Alex Welborn.
Aaron Ray, along with number 30, Gabriel Alfaro. At the 18-yard line.
8 minutes, 22 seconds left in the game. Bruins lead 51-21 over Van Buren. Now Cobb sets up in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, 1 man on his left side in the backfield. There's the snap. Looking to pass on the right side. It's going into the corner. And the ball is lost over the fence.
Yeah, got away from him just a little bit there. Floated it to the right a little bit. And he is throwing it to the wind there.
Tommy Williams looked like he was about to jump over the
I
fence,
thought
but he
so
found
too.
a kid to do it instead. That's probably a smart move.
Yeah, that's a pretty steep hill. You jump that fence and you're just going to roll for about 30 feet.
Yeah, well, Tommy wasn't going to come back after that.
No, he wasn't. Now he's got 3 receivers, now 4 receivers on the right side of the field. Has the snap, going to go to the left side, into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
What a great connection there. That just looks so. It looks like routes on air right there.
Yeah, it does. It's been beautiful passes all day from Brandon. That's his 4th or 5th touchdown pass tonight.
Oh, after the kick. Okay, he's going to – all right, so watch the scoreboard after the kick is what he's saying.
Okay.
Only if it's good, because it says it is good.
Right, yeah.
Good point. We've got faith in the guys.
That's never held us back.
That does put the Bruins up by 36 points, so now the sportsmanship rule will be in effect the rest of the game.
Give it to us. Give it to us. Give it to us.
No,
Give it to us.
it wasn't good.
But the
That's
game,
not how this works.
But the game has been good, so you can just
we'll have
say
an
it's
opportunity.
good.
We'll get an
Context
opportunity.
matters.
.803 left in the game. The Bruins lead 57-21 now.
And, we've had a couple of sloppy possessions in the second half, but, again, it's good to see them. It's never going to be perfect. So what you want to see out of your team is you want to see them go through. Obviously, you want it to always be good, but you want to see, okay, if we have a bad series here, if we put a couple of bad series together, how can we come out and answer that? And it seems like tonight, although we've had a possession here or there kind of go south, they've continued to just pull it back together and then come out and do what they do best and put points on the board.
For Chance McKendra, Auntie Lydia and Septima are hollering for the Bruins all the way from Texas.
I'll tell you, we're going to need a McKendra check-in.
Kick goes
Ooh,
deep.
What a kick.
Into the end zone.
Into the end zone.
Into the
Just
end zone.
inside.
Nice.
What a kick.
Going back to our Ron Jones Remax affiliates live fan feedback, Mary Rose says, thanks for giving me the opportunity to proudly watch my nephew Andrew Pfizer make great plays for PA from here in St. Louis. His aunt, Mary Rose.
Great timing on that text.
And he has made great plays.
Yeah, Pfizer's been huge tonight, as he usually is.
I'm not all beauty here. Captain Mark Young and Miss Lindsay wishing a PA victory from a boat on Lake Greason.
Right now.
Go Bruins. Fun. There's the snap, looking to pass. It's out there.
Oh, no.
Almost intercepted by Joshua Roten.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of those he's going to want back.
Yeah, he does.
And they've grabbed a few of those tonight already, but, man, I know he's going to want that one.
Yeah, we've had the opportunity for probably 5 or 6
Yeah,
picks.
yeah.
Well, Uncle Dudley also writes in to say, it's my birthday, and my nephew Walden Culpepper has definitely made my day. So proud of this young man.
Absolutely. Huge game from Walden.
Oh, going to pass, and it is complete.
Oh,
Oh, my
whoa.
gosh. I'm not sure how he caught it with the ref there.
And John Stephen immediately put him to the ground once he got past the ref.
I thought he was having to reach around the ref to catch the
looked
ball.
Like it looked like it.
It's nice to see some of these guys making plays. You know, all the time at the local gym or athletic club or country club, whatever it is, I'll have a lot of these guys, you know, come up and I'll see them in the gym working out even outside of, you know, all the hard work that I know they have put in here. So it's good to see them translate that and all the hard work and then come out here and make plays.
Yeah, that's one thing that the PA football community has instilled in a lot of these kids is just that work ethic, you know, all the time. Whether it's, you know, I'm contributing a little, I'm contributing a lot, I'm going to put my full effort into it regardless and do that extra work outside that no one's seeing, but I know is going to be worth it.
Yeah.
That one was intended for Weston Wilcox. It's incomplete. You had Caden Nash there on the pass coverage.
And you're right. I mean, a lot of these guys, you know, whether they're the starter or they're not the starter, however many minutes they're getting, you'll see a program like this, you know, when one guy leaves, it's like this year you look at the injuries that we've battled early in the season. You have some guys, some studs that end up going down, and we've had guys that, okay, it takes them a little time sometimes to get going and fully fit into the game, but, you know, it doesn't look like you've missed a beat really. Train has to keep rolling.
No
and
doubt.
these guys are, you know, this program prepares guys whether they're the starter or the backup.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Wow, what a catch.
Oh, my
Is that Trent
goodness.
Cooley out there?
Dun-dun-dun,
Wow.
dun-dun-dun.
That was nice.
Oh.
Trenton Cooley bringing in that one-handed catch for a first down for the Pointers. Incredible.
Yeah, that was amazing.
There's the snap. Perkins rolls to the right side, passes, and it is complete. I think that's Weston Wilcox.
So if I'm Perkins here or the coach on the other sideline, I'm throwing the ball up to zero.
Yeah.
If I'm Perkins, I'm just
proven
looking,
himself.
you know, do your reads and stuff. I get it, but, you know, look left, throw that thing up to him. See what happens.
Jackson Redmond down again. He's
Yeah.
going off on his own power, though.
Yeah.
Hope he's all right, but you've got our athletic trainer, Todd Ross, down there.
The man, Todd Ross.
Todd Ross.
Been with the team for many years. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the game. The Pointers knocking on the door of the red zone. Perkins has the snap, looks to pass under pressure, throws it. Oh, throws it off his back foot. Almost still made something out of it, but it ended up out of bounds.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there has never been a complete pass out of bounds in the history of football. I'll tell you, I had a coach that used to say that all the time. I hated it. I hated it every time I heard it. But looking back on it now, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
He has the snap, looks to pass, again under pressure, and that one goes into the student section.
And I'm not going to say it again.
Yeah, John Stephen Goodwin there taking him down. Just going to get into his head probably a little bit here in the last 4 minutes of the game.
You might need to share which coach said that.
I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember.
That'd be fun.
At what level was it?
I believe it was in college.
It was college.
You know, a real thing to the quarterback, you know, in frustration, you know.
Sure.
telling
That is
the
some
quarterback-
college level thinking, so
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Perkins from an empty set throws it. It's incomplete. That one.
He heard footsteps on that one.
He did.
Yeah, he was coming.
That was intended for Philip Steele, but the ball will turn over on downs there, and the Bruins will take possession on their own 23-yard line. Let's go real quick back to our live fan feedback. Thanks to Josh and Jason for the shout-out to Matthew and Anna. Love the games, Josh's commentary, and special guest Jason. Thank you so much. One fan says, go Pointers. Fantastic.
Okay, there we go.
Thanks for joining us. And this other one says, if I'm correct, Todd has been at PA since 2008. I did not know that. There you go. You could be right.
That was only 5 years ago, guys.
And another state championship season for Pulaski Academy.
There you go.
Yep, it was.
As I referenced when Coach Kevin Kelly, initially asked me to move up and play with the high school team, and I looked at how big those high school guys were, and I said, I will absolutely not do that.
You're smarter than you look, Jason.
He ended up bringing me in a couple weeks later. I finally folded and gave it a go. But, again, it's a credit to all these guys out here, especially the young guys, because, really you're growing up, and then when you look, the difference between, a middle school game and a high school game, that's a huge jump. So whenever these guys move up, I mean, there's a big-time adjustment there.
That's Pearson Snyder behind center now in the shotgun. Pearson gives the quick shovel pass. I think that's Chase Kimball with the carry. Yes, it is.
Yeah, big Chase Kimball in there.
We just ran into his dad this afternoon.
Yep. And one thing about Coach Kelly was like, if he asked you to come out there as a ninth grader, he knew that you'd have been okay. He knew you were going to be ready. He wasn't just going to ask any old ninth grader to come move up.
Pointers take a timeout here.
Yeah.
Van Buren, first time out of the half.
Be their first one of the half. 2 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the game. The Bruins lead 57-21.
So I'm giving you 4 seconds longer than it did last time. Any questions for Coach Lucas?
Yeah, I need to know why he didn't put two hands up on the sideline when that ball was coming over his head.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not asking him
No,
that.
you
Any
do.
others?
Just tell him Coach Amsler asked him if he's going to consider using two hands next time when the ball comes over his head.
Here's the thing, though. There's never been a complete pass out of bounds.
Those are some wise words.
That was funny.
I'm going to have to remember that.
That's funny.
Tell him Coach Field said that.
Well, just in case you missed it, Rise Counseling and Diagnostics is currently accepting new patients ages 4 years and older. They have immediate availability at their Little Rock, Conway, and Sherwood locations. Telehealth appointments are also available for your convenience. Call them for more information or to schedule an appointment today at 501-891-5492.
Ooh, look at that speed right there.
Turning it up.
Who's that, 27?
That is Mason Greathouse.
And Mason's had a couple good – we've seen him last game as well, get a couple good runs in. He's looked good. I do speaking of running backs like that, we were going back to ninth graders moving up and helping. There was one time in my coaching career where, like, the whole staff was like, yep, this guy's going to be great. And Coach Kelly he wasn't as involved with junior high, so he was a little hesitant to accept this kid coming up as a ninth grader. But turns out his name was Joe Hyman, and he's pretty good.
That's right.
But I remember sitting there after our ninth grade season and just like, Coach, this guy's going to be a beast. Like,
hey, look, I watched him play. I watched him score. I don't know. It could have been his first touchdown, but I watched him play last year when I went up to a Purdue game as they played Northwestern, and got to watch Joe. Towards the end of the game up there against my Boilermakers, I watched him score a touchdown. So, and it looks like he was off to a good start this year.
Yeah, he had a long. I know he's gotten plenty of carries, plenty of playing time, but had a long screen pass that he took earlier in the year. I can't remember who it was against, but yeah, he's definitely added some explosiveness to that offense.
Well, he's got it,
and a great kid as well.
This time, everyone's pulled in tight on the formation. Quick pitch out to the left side. The ball is carried up to the 45 and shoved out of bounds into the benches. I'm not sure why that didn't cause a flag to come flying. There's an official right there in front of it.
Yeah, I think the ref might have been ready to go to homers.
Yeah,
right.
I think he smelled that Waffle House.
Yeah.
Pearson Snyder again behind center in the shotgun. He has two receivers out wide left and wide right. One man in the backfield on his right side, now in motion. That's Greathouse. Snyder tries to keep that one, goes nowhere, and ends up losing a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11. 30 seconds remaining in the game. That might have been the final play. Yes, it is.
Remind me who next week's game is.
Next week, the Bruins will be at Greenbrier. They'll be taking on the Panthers. I understand they have a brand new press box, and from what I understand, the last time I talked to their athletic director, which was last year, he said that they were actually putting in a press box on the visitor side of the field. So that'll be fun for us.
Wow, cool.
That's the end of the game. The Bruins' final score, 57-21. What a game. Thoughts on the game, guys?
Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great game for the Bruins. You know, like I said, we want to see these guys continue to progress, play a clean game. I thought we saw a team that was pretty focused, locked in, clean offense. I thought we saw them play really consistent, good, sticky defense. And then I think, you know, our special teams is right there. We got an onside kick, like I'm sure, you know, we try to do every game. And, again, you know, good night by Van Buren. Way to come out here and fight. But, you know, just the firepower for the Bruins tonight was there, and they just played consistent football and came away with the win. So I think moving on, continuing to go down through the season, they'll continue to get better even from here.
Yeah, and this is the best, I think, that this is the best game Brandon's played all year, and the best that the downfield vertical passing game has looked all year as well. We've kind of struggled the first few games of the year, but this is where really – you know, they exposed the secondary at times and really created some of those deep plays. So we have Coach Madison Taylor jumping in the booth with us here. And, Coach, thoughts on the game so far?
Well, it's not every day that you get to sit in a booth with a former NFL player. Oh. And, you know, I had to bust Jason on that. I've known him a long time.
Actually, he was actually considered a NFL star as we introduced him earlier. So.
Yeah, Purdue Boilermaker. No, he's far too humble. But, no, I actually, before I just want to say this because I don't want to forget, but my first year coaching here was the guys came back for a reunion tonight and saw Lawson Vassar, Daniel Vogel, couple other guys. But it was great to see them. Just always great to have the alumni like Jason, like Blake Amsler here.
Yeah.
You know, here around the program.
Oh, okay. We're going to go talk to Bradley real quick with Coach Lucas.
All right, I got Coach Lucas down here. Coach, congratulations on the win, hard-fought win. What positives did you see coming out of this game?
Well, we got better as a football team tonight. Second half, early on, I won't say that, but overall, we did get better as a football team, and I'm proud of it. Our defense, you know, the past couple of weeks, they've been stepping up and playing extremely well, and hopefully they will continue to build off of that. Offensively, we still got a lot of things we got to work on. You know, the penalties offensively, the holdings, and, you know, the offside stuff. That shows that we're undisciplined, and we're not that. But for the most part, we got better as a football team.
Next week at Greenbrier, anything to specifically focus on for that game?
They're good. I promise you, Greenbrier is really good. Their record don't show it, but they're a pretty good football team. We're gonna have to play a really good game next week to beat Greenbrier. That's a hostile environment. We went there to my first year for semifinals in 2021 as head coach, and man, Greenbrier is talented. Last year they were a little down, but this year they're better, and so we're gonna have to watch film on them. You know, they kind of run the spread offense, and they do a lot of things well. So throw a lot of short stuff, and and defensively we're gonna have to be able to stop them. Their backup quarterback, running back is good. So we're gonna have to get better. We're gonna have to really be ready to play. So.
All right. Good luck, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Go Boys.
Thank you, Bradley, for that. Great job by Coach Lucas again. Hard-fought win. And so I forget where we left off. Coach Taylor was talking about –
Well, we'll move to the game. But just homecoming tonight. Saw a lot of just alumni guys here. And just really appreciate, the guys that helped build this program. Still coming back around. It means a lot.
Yeah, it lends to – we were kind of talking about that PA culture of football and how kind of Jason was seeing some of these guys at the athletic club on their off time, still putting in extra work, and just kind of that culture that has been built through this school and this football community specifically of just willing to put in the work regardless of if you know for sure you're going to play, if you may play, or if you know you're not even going to play at all, but still putting in the work that you know it's going to lead up to, I'm going to get my shot at some point to show what I'm worth, and I know in the back of my mind I put the work in to get.
Yeah, and I've told people, what we stand for here at PA is almost countercultural, and I've talked with Jason enough when he was training up here and stuff. I mean, it's just, when you look at guys that still buy into the team concept, still buy into everybody's important. It's not about me. It's about, me playing for the guy beside me and playing for my school and playing for, the community that you're in. And obviously, that with, just different things in our sports culture, but here at PA, a lot of our kids still buy into that, and I see that every day. And the guys that bought into it when they were there, it's special to see them back. And I could name more guys that were here, and and that's I think that being able to keep that culture you described alive is a big part of our success.
Yeah. So getting to the game, so obviously we didn't necessarily. Well, I guess we did get the mercy rule here at the very end of the game.
We did.
But. So what stood out to you defensively? Was there a single player that stood out to you that had kind of a good game tonight?
I thought KJ did a really good job in coverage. If you watch their film, he was on their best receiver most of the night, and he really didn't, wasn't able to do a lot tonight. I thought he played really well. Overall, Peyton Adams just does a great job as a nose guard. I mean, what people don't realize is when you get pressure from the nose position or just in the middle of an offensive line, now the quarterback is just, it's like you're slamming the brakes on a car. He's kind of, So, he did a really good job, overall. And, I thought again, it's the same thing I was talking to you about the last couple of weeks. Teams are now going, used to, they would kind of max protect because we send a lot of pressure, and we still do send pressure, but now it's more of let's spread it out. We're going to throw screens or quick game, crossing routes, try to, if they do send the outside backers, try to throw quick game and make us pay for blitzing since we, throwing it quick before we can get there.
Yeah,
so,
they were really trying to work those crossing routes.
And that's kind of the
today.
trend. So.
Yeah, but again, going back to you mentioning KJ, we talked about him a little bit on the broadcast. It's just like, when you don't call a cornerback's name, that's usually probably a good thing because he's not giving up a huge play, and he's all over his guy. So shout out to KJ. Jason, do you have anything to add?
No, I just thought it was an impressive night on defense. I mean, it's a testament. You talk about players coming back for homecoming and things like that and seeing all the guys who still want to be a part of the program. That's a testament to you guys. The players, they come in and out. I know everyone did a great job tonight, but because of, the coaching staff, because of the culture that you all help, establish and keep here, that's the reason why we consistently want to come back, and because our brand is what it is. So, I want to thank you. I want to thank the coaches. Obviously, the guys did a great job. I mean, injuries happen throughout the season. You guys have kept every player on this team ready. So as people have had to, have a week off here and there, you've also had, guys come in prepared to step in. So I was just going to ask you, how do you feel about, whenever you lose a guy? I mean, what is it that you're doing to where you guys have so many people just ready to step up and fall right in the line?
Well, I think you're 100% right, and I think this is kind of I think it's success is a puzzle, and different pieces are bigger than other pieces, and so, but I truly believe this is the work that our coaches invest in these kids early through 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. It really makes a big difference because they're learning the system, they're learning the culture you just described, they're learning the importance, and they're, as much as anything, they know the terminology. Yep. And so that's a step in that process that, a guy when he shows up in 10th grade, he's not figuring out, what we call cover 4 or what we call, a sprint out pass protection. He's doing that when he's in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And so I think that there's the knowledge piece that's being, handed down, throughout their time. And, I think the other thing is our guys work year-round, and they're willing to do that. And, it's like most things in life. The harder you work at something, the more you're going to get out of it and the more reps you're going to get when you're up here in February, running passing routes or working on, your sprint out protection. So yeah,
and it's a testament also to the coaching staff as the leaders of this concept. But when you do lose a player like Jason was saying, whether due injury or whatever, there's a mentality there that everyone in the building still knows we can win with the players we've got.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not okay, our season's over, we lost one player. It's we have to find a way to keep this going.
Yeah, and I think, and to parallel that in a little bit different way, I know, Jason played on probably the best team in the history of the state of Arkansas here. And, but here's the thing about that team, and is that team was not, just the quarterback. It wasn't just a great middle linebacker. Those were two great positions. It wasn't just the big O-line. And the thing that made that 2011 team so great is all of those guys across the board, all 22, let's just call them that, all those guys knew their job, did their job, played their role. There wasn't like, oh, we just have two great receivers we throw it to, or we just run the football, or, on defense our D-line just dominates. I mean, it was just a collective group. And I think, even if it's the most talented team the state's ever seen, which I would put them up against, or maybe a team that's not as talented, that's just part of it, you still have the same mentality is the reason I bring that up. And so I think, and I think that's just PA football, and it's something that, you have to give the players the credit for being willing to invest and do. So,
no doubt. Well, it's been an amazing night, Coach Taylor. Congrats again.
Yeah, thank you
on
guys.
A great win. Keep the defense playing strong.
Yep.
Offense scoring a lot of points.
Yeah, and it's like I said 2 weeks ago, and I know we talked at Siloam Springs, but if you're looking at making a deep playoff run, your season's just starting.
Yep.
And some of the things I heard y'all kind of pointing out, as I was walking in and stuff like that, and even reading some of the text lines here. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to be great now. No one cares about what week one was now, and so it's where you go down the stretch. It's it's the whole heading towards the finish line here, and I think we've got some guys like y'all said that showed some really nice things tonight that maybe hadn't. And it's just this is a team I said from the beginning, when I was talking to Josh and Blake, we're going to be a team that has to get better throughout the year. You got a first-year full-time starting quarterback, no excuse. I'm just saying, for any position, he's performing at a high level. But I'm just saying, we're not using that to say, but it's going to have to be a collective improvement and continuing to see that, throughout now, and that would be the same thing in Week 10. That'll be the same thing moving into the playoffs, is you've got to see that progression, and that's just where we are with, having a little bit more inexperienced team, and that's fine. It's kind of fun to see that growth, and those guys kind of feel that and get that confidence.
Yeah, I continually see these young receivers that are getting their shot to continually just take little steps forward every week of whether it's better blocking, a little bit better route running, a little bit better spacing on their routes. So it's really, like you say, it's that progression throughout the year. We've got another, 6-7 more weeks still at state championship, so you got to continually grind.
Yeah, and, and it's crazy enough. I mean, you see, it's true at all levels of football. I mean, now that you have a playoff system in college, and now you obviously the playoff system in NFL, you see teams that start out 8-0 and then they tank, and then you see teams that, they're sitting there at the end of the year, they're 9-7, and then they're playing great in the wild card, and then next thing you know, they're in the Super Bowl, and that team that was 14-2 or whatever record you want to throw out there, they just kind of they kind of plateau, and that's what you don't want to do. And so it's all part of the process, but it's a great homecoming week, and every football coach that ever lived loves homecoming, but they sure don't. It'll never change. It's kind of good that it's over. So
that's right.
It always adds a little bit of zest, let's say, to the boys. But you see that. But thank you guys for having me on and for your gracious and kind words. It's an honor to be a part of this program and to be here with you guys. And thank you for PA Live and all the work you guys do.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, Josh, you want to come back in?
No, I'm good right here, actually.
Oh, how about that? He's got an extra mic.
That's what happens every once in a while. Somebody just shows up and hands me a mic.
Well, look, there's no other way that we can sign this off. You got to end it for us.
Well, thanks everybody for watching, and as usual, just want to say thank you, good luck, good night, and 73.